And we're live. So, hi everyone who's watching this for some unexplained reason. This is Lloyd, and I'm playing another blind shot because I hate myself of Realms of Terranioth, which is the new Genesis expansion that came out, I think, like 2 weeks ago, and no one can stop talking about it. I haven't played Star Wars: Edge of the Empire for freaking years, and I thought, you know what? Let's just jump right into a new system with new rules. Why not? I've got 4 scapegoats with me from the multiverse. Starting with you, Andrew. Please introduce yourself. What character you're playing?
Hi, I'm Andrew. I'm playing Syndrail, an elf, a very elf warrior. I don't know too much about her. She seems to have a mission. I just need to read this character sheet a little bit closely, but I think it'll come out and play.
That's fair. All right, next up will be you, Brian.
Hi, I'm Brian from Chicago. I am playing Thaden, the human scoundrel. I have a kick-ass hat and crossbow, and apparently I smoke, but I'm guessing it's probably for pipe weed. And I'm pretty excited to try the system.
Next up, good old my boy, my representative, my boy Ed. What up?
Yeah, hi, I'm Ed. I'm playing Lyric the Book, extremely non-stealthy wizard, and I'm desperately trying to find out what kind of spells he's got, but we'll figure that out as we go along.
Okay. Don't worry about reading the spell bit. It'll be fine. We'll work it out. And finally, Marcus, my favorite scapegoat.
Oh, thank you very much. Hi, everyone. I'm Marcus. I'm from Germany, and I play Alice Rain, a human warrior cleric marshal who is the law and hammers everyone who breaks it.
All right, so we shall begin the game like we normally do. So, one more thing, this is a blind shot, so I do not know enough about the Realms of Terranioth to give a proper game for it, but at the very least, we're trying the system out and seeing what we can do and how it works out. So, if I get a law wrong, just pretend I didn't. Just pretend I'm trash. Okay, just pretend I'm trash. It's easy that way.
Yeah, that's how you figure things out. Just jump in there.
Right.
Just jump in there.
I think it's just a grim place of constant war, isn't it? Or am I
No.
Oh man.
I mean, like, so okay, summary of Terrinoth, right? Used to be really good. A whole bunch of kings got together and built this big ass place and built all these lovely things and was great. And then some undead dickhead and some stupid dragons and like some other douchebag turned over like, nah, man, we're not having this. And they started breaking things down. So now everything's on the down low and people are feeling really bad. But heroes are needed in the temple fully bad. So you guys are like fighting to get your way up there. So it's more like you are like starting from the bottom and you're working your way up. So it's a hero's journey kind of thing where you get to the point where you can go up there and you can brat both three of these problems and get out of the way. Terrinoth itself is ruled by a council of 13, which is like a group of 13 dudes from like different baronets that own the whole part of Terrinoth. There are actually 12 because one died or something. I can't remember. But they call it 13 anyway because, like, in honor of him or because he sucked. But that's irrelevant.
And where does the Death Star come into it?
There is no Death Star. Stop the game, please.
Not yet. We just started, after all.
It is a quiet, calm forest that you 4 have been making your way through. Your last mission had been a fairly decent success, and you'd just about managed to clear it, and everything was grand. You could see the cabin, the waypoint that marked where you were supposed to go next, well and truly ahead of you. At least you thought you could see it. You reckon you were maybe like a day or 2 days earlier than you normally used to traveling. Normally, that's about what it says you should do. But you don't really pay much attention to that because you know what? It's warm, it's dry, and it lets you in from the rain. Which is a very important point because it's starting to rain all around you. It's slow and terrifying and kind of really weird and spattering a little bit. But it's not going to take long before you guys get ahead and then you're fine. So it's not that bad, up about 100 meters and you're there. And that's where we cut to the 4 of you, making your way in single or double file or in a spread, and whatever way you want, through this forest, working up with your bags over your shoulders, looking buff like Warcraft buff, and making your way down there all the way through. Feel free to describe yourselves to everyone, please. Don't describe yourself. That's also
No,
fine.
I just start. Because of the drizzling rain, Alice has wrapped her blue cloak tight around her, and has her heavy warhammer with a symbol of the council resting on her shoulder. And verily eyes Tayden because she suspects him of malpractice and doing something wrong all the time. So she makes sure that he's always in her sight.
All right, so you're at the back sort of watching Tayden, who's now in France, by the way. And you're sort of watching him quietly. Tayden, what are you doing? What do you look like? How cool are you?
So I'm looking very cool, in no small measure because of my awesome hat. I have my extremely cool crossbow, Debts to Pay, it's called, slung over my back. I have my sword at my hip, and I'm furiously smoking my my white pipe and mumbling to myself at this moment.
All right, I'm loving it. Sindril, you're to the left of Tadrin. Please describe yourself.
Sindril is a tall, blonde elf woman with enormously spiky ears and hair that would usually be flapping flamboyantly in the wind, but right now it is drooping, wet and sodden. And she says, "Come along, everyone. This is ridiculous. We need to get there. Pick up your feet."
Should have bought a hat.
Squashes my hair.
Oh, this really sucks. Do you want to give the party like a good motivational push to try and get them to move forward? I feel like you might want to do that. That might be cool. Also,
Maybe
we
I
can
have to do
test
something like that.
And I think I might also test the scene and see how encouraged everyone is. Let's go for a roll, because like, what the hell, we're here. So,
Right.
I would say this skill that you're using, once I go to your character sheet, it's at the far bottom. Why is it at the bottom? Oh my god, this is the worst day ever. I hate my life.
Coercion.
Let's see.
Leadership.
Coercion.
Coercion.
Walk, you
Move,
bastards.
dogs! I would say leadership. Now you have
Yeah.
2 dots in that, and it's presence.
Really?
And your presence score.
Impressive.
Yeah, she's a
Impressive.
leader.
I even have a talent I could
presence.
use here to force you guys to use strain to to take an extra turn. We'll say that for combat rather than getting out of the
Probably say
rain.
that for combat. Probably been
Yeah.
So we'll use that for presence. Now, what you're going to do, first things first, you have presence, and that gives you 3 green. However, you have leadership, which is 2. So those 2 become what's called take over the 2 of the green. So now you have 2 yellows and 1 green. That's what you're rolling. The difficulty is 2 purple. Nice and simple.
So I also add 2 purples.
Yes. And then you roll that.
I'm
And
hitting
there's
roll.
and then you roll, just roll it. And then hopefully the roller will show everything else. Boom, just like that. Okay, I just realized I haven't explained the symbols to you guys. So when it's an X like that, that's a fail. When it's like a sun, that's a success. When it's an arrow pointing up, that's a boon. When it's like I believe, I can't remember what the symbol itself is, but it's a really bad symbol. But the other symbol that is not there at the moment, when it's that symbol, I think it's like a circle with some bad inside it, that's a bane, so it takes away from that. And the circles and stuff cancel each other out. You don't need to worry about that. I'll explain every time you roll the dice.
Cool.
On this case, you've rolled, in total, with all the things, you've rolled 1 success and 2 boons. So you've succeeded, everyone's motivated, everyone's walking faster. What would you like to spend your 2 boons on? It can be anything story related. You can feel good, you can look at a path a bit better, you can see something new. Up to you.
Sure. So I'm not sure how much narrative license I have here.
You have 2 boons worth.
I see you
At least
push
I
it.
think
Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys suggest? Help me out here.
I have a suggestion for you. You know, you can't push stop rating, unfortunately, no.
Oh.
You have to roll really well for that.
Yeah.
If you like, I can use those 2 for you.
Do I trust you enough? Yeah, okay.
You don't play often
That
with
could have
him, do
been a
you?
rash decision.
guys, come on. You take a step forward and you're like, let's go, everyone. I was like, yeah! You're like encouraged and brained on. And next roll everyone makes the next roll they make in this scene,
Mhm.
you get 1 blue boost die.
Okay, that's cool.
Oh, nice.
Because
Just
that's there.
licking it in right now so I don't forget it.
Yeah. As you're taking a step forward as well, because like that was a success, you were able to move forward. But as you take a step forward and you're like giving a whole kind of stage, you sort of move your face down to go, yeah, everyone believe into me. And for a very brief second, you see 2 pairs of eyes looking at you, yellow eyes looking at you from the darkness of the forest for a second. You look back again and it's shifted. You can't tell where it's one.
Did you see that?
I did. Possibly just some kind of small mammal.
Or plausibly demons. We have to be
Or
on
her.
guard.
Or demons. Wolverine or demons. It's hard to say.
Be careful. Be vigilant.
Okay. That's true.
Let's get out of the rain immediately.
Yeah, let's pick it up. You're right.
All right, you guys start to pick it up, and because you made that roll before, you're keeping an eye out. It doesn't take long before you spot another pair of eyes slowly stalking you on the other side, and then a third, and then a fourth.
Can I fire? I fire.
What? He's gonna go? Fuck it!
What?
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
They're watching us,
Stop.
which is not
They're
cool.
not expecting you to fire, and it's a range attack. So make me a roll. You have 1 purple for difficulty.
Okay. So I add a purple, and I'm looking at my character here. Ranged is not really helping me. This sheet is different than Star Wars.
Nope. Oh my god! Look, it's right there. Combat skills. It's in the corner. Combat skills. Range. You have 2 yellow to that, and it uses agility, which you have 3. So you're rolling 2 yellow, 1 green.
Oh, okay. I'm in the PDF with the pictures. I have to switch over.
Oh wait,
again.
sorry. Are you not? I read the wrong character. Are you not Thaden?
I am. I guess I was in the other one that you posted. I'm good now. Okay.
Okay. Good.
Let's see here. So combat skills, and then you see.
Everything all right?
I think so. So that's 2 greens I'm adding?
No, you have 2 yellows and 1 green because you use agility. Agility is 3. Your skill is 2. So
green.
the yellow takes over the green. You have 2 green, 2 yellow, 1 green. And difficulty is 1 purple because you're like, hat!
Yellow's better than green. Eh?
All right.
Yellow's better than green. Red is worse than purple.
Yeah. It's actually quite simple once you get the hang of it.
Yeah.
So this thing is before I roll. I just want to see. Okay, once per session, I can do something kind of cool with it.
Yeah.
All right. Roll. So 1
right.
success and 1 boon.
Okay, so on a 1 boon, you can't really do that much, but you can recover a strain. Oh, don't forget, you got 1 blue die for free. Roll a blue die now. Let's see what you get.
Okay. I forgot all about that.
Nope,
like
you got nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you sort of shrug your shoulders and you go, screw it, bam, and you shoot. And as you shoot, you hear, ow, like a dog, like wolfing quietly, like just like yelping quietly in the corner. And you see the shadow move away. The other 3, you hear them start to growl. And I will spend 1 of my player points.
Oh, nice.
As you hear one start to growl, you hear another one start to growl. You hear another one start to growl. You hear a 4th start to growl. You hear a 5th, then a 6th, then a 7th, then an 8th.
The heck?
You must have blown it into 8 pieces.
What do you guys do?
So was it howling like an animal howl or like not
Like
an
an animal howl.
like a wolf?
Oh!
Okay, so
They're wolves, yeah.
but wolves are usually not aggressive. So
These are fantasy wolves. They're very aggressive.
I'm sure I must have read of the local wildlife in one of my many tomes at some point.
Oh, what? You want to try and pop your know-it-all already?
Well, yeah, naturally.
Okay. You know it's a once per session ability, right?
You know what, sorry?
That's a once per session ability when you use that. Unless you just want to know what you want to try to remember what you know about wolves.
Yeah, well, yeah, just do a general sort of knowledge test.
So lore, basically, or
Yes.
adventuring.
Okay. Make me a lore roll.
Can I pass
However-
my boon? Can I pass my boon to him for this?
No, you could. Yes, you can actually. You can pass it to him, so you get 2 blue die. Ed, Leora gets 2 blue die. However, difficulty to know about this, which is something you're not that astute in, is going to be 1 yellow and 1 purple. No, sorry, 1 red and 1 purple.
So 1 red,
Good luck.
1 purple, and how many blues?
2.
2 blues.
2. And then what do I get for my skills?
What's your intelligence?
Your intelligence is 4, so you get 3 yellow and 1 green. I'm going to be doing this a lot, aren't I? Telling you what you need to roll.
Yeah.
All right, guys, here's how it works. You always have, when you look at doing the skill, this is the name of the skill and the characteristic you need to use. So you always start with a characteristic. You go to that number and see how much it is. Then you look at the skill and see how much that is. And how many number the skill is, you change the dice from green to yellow of your characteristics.
From green to yellow.
So the number of dice you roll is kept by your stat, is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, make the roll.
So it was 2 yellow and 1 green, yeah?
And you have 1 red and 1 purple for difficulty.
Yep.
Nice
got
and
that.
easy.
So, I pull out one of my many notebooks, start flicking through it, muttering. Surely must be able to.
Oh, it could be here somewhere. I'm sure it's going to be here. Everyone's like, dude, what are you doing?
That's a handful
Look
of
at
dice.
that. Ooh.
All right.
That's excellent. Good God, what is their natural habitat? Somebody tell me.
Don't. I'm hoping to find out that they're actually not carnivores.
Okay. You're not going to find that out. So, wolves amongst the Kalimon forest. Oh, sorry, was that right? Yeah, Kalimon forest are known to be basically headed by like one big alpha male, because alpha males exist in this world, even though they exist in real life. It's easy to think about it. They don't tend to hunt around places with people. They only tend to go for meat and prey they know they can go for. In a world like this, you don't want to just go bite the nearest that you can see, because it might throw a freaking fireball at you. Which is why, with your 2 boons, when you go, oh, well, these can't be dangerous, and you look at them, you realize something else. Kalimon area wolves do not have yellow eyes.
Aha.
Yeah.
Whatever these wolves are, they're not natural to this area. There's something horribly wrong about them.
So,
And I'll spend both your boons, and I would say you're looking at them and looking to the book as well, and then you look to another section. You realize that they've been undertouched.
Yeah.
There's some kind of weird infection that's been going around the Kalimon area specifically, amongst some like weird magical infections, really horrible, and it really affects the local wildlife in areas. And this has been, you can see it's like a weird odd sign that goes around creatures' faces, and usually infects their eyes. Normally you can cure it if you know the right mage or cleric who can help you out and pray to the gods and get rid of it. But if it's to the wildlife, they have no one who can do that. And these wolves have been bred specifically to have the undertouch reach them to the eyes. You can tell things are going to be really bad.
right. So I've related that to everybody as I read the book.
Excellent. What are you guys doing in this particular moment right now?
If there are 8 to the 4 of us, from I look to our fearless leader. Shall we fight them?
Quick as a flash, Cinderella whips out her sword, which flashes bright just at the exact moment that a flash of lightning happens in the distance, and she
Visibility
says,
is now like bad.
"Everybody to the hut immediately!
Oh yeah, there's a hut there. Yeah. To the
Fighting
hut.
retreat!"
All right. I like that idea. I think that's fantastic. I'm going to say, because I don't want to do a group roll for everyone to roll individually, because that's just hell. I would say, as the leader, you make me a running roll to try and get there, to get to the door before you get attacked.
This is athletics, I'm guessing. Athletics
Yes,
is based
athletics.
on brawn. 3 dice.
Difficulty, because there are 8 wolves chasing you, is going to be 2 red, but I will get no. Yes, the difficulty base is going to be 3 purple. I must not keep using red unless it's important. 3 purple is difficulty, and I'll give you 2 black die because it's raining. It's running the rain.
And slippery, yeah.
And it's slippery.
So I'm getting 3 purples and 2 black. I'm going to
Yeah.
use my blue as well now.
Do it.
Right, running. I hope this is right. Here it goes.
Yeah, you
That's
did it.
good.
Wow.
Wow.
All right. All of you make a run. You don't take you bolt into the rain. The rain starts to fall around you. You do that 100-meter dash, and you're all running as fast as you can. You can hear the animals bouncing around in the woods, slowly following you. I don't know why I'm doing this hand movement. It's all in my head. I'm stuck with it. You get to the door. As the door also opens up, and you see a woman is standing there, and she's looking around desperately as you see her coming towards you, and she's like, Edsel, where are you? As she's saying this, as you guys are running towards her, she sees you guys. It's like, have you seen my son? Where's my son?
Oh no! I immediately stop in my
I
tracks.
spent a point for that, by the way.
And I immediately turn around and where have you seen him last?
He just went out to get some. He just went out to the forest to play. I only took my eyes for a second. I didn't realize to go out into the. Where is he? Have you seen him? He went. I don't know where he is. He's somewhere out there.
Oh, damn it! For the council. Yes, we will find him. Let's. And I turn around, take out my shield and my hammer, and sigh, and basically brace down against the wolves. Ready to. We have to find the kid.
Because you're bracing down against the wolves, I'm gonna give you a free perception check.
What? Free perception.
Roll
Free
perception
check.
Yeah.
What's
Roll
the
perception right now. Difficulty is
it's cunning.
2 purple. Yeah, it's cunning. 2 purple, and you get 2 black die.
Then I've got 2 green because I'm.
Now remember, you can spend hero points to upgrade your greens to a yellow for free. Well, it's not for free. It costs a point.
Yeah, but with my die, it's just. It won't do me.
Or you can just roll and fail miserably. That's also fine. I'm okay with that.
You're an evil person, Yolan. So I'll flip 1 to upgrade to 1 yellow.
Nice. Roll it.
Let's see.
You guys don't know what successes.
Nope. 1 threat.
That's
But it's only a
bad.
threat.
It's only a threat. That's a good news. You don't fail. Okay. Well, if it's only a threat, then I'm going to say it's perfectly even. So here's the problem with the Genesis system is when you roll nothing. That's when you're like, I guess nothing happens. What's the point? So with a threat, you look up and you look at the 2 wolves and you see 2 of them are bouncing towards you. They're in lead. There's 2 more at the back, and it's probably the other 4 trailing behind them because they will be left behind. No, 3 are in front because you shot 1. Yeah, fuck it, you killed it. Let's be nice. 3 in front because you shot 1, and the other ones are at the back chasing around. But as they're bouncing towards you, you turn around. You notice when you're coming, you leapt over a log, and beside the log, clutched down, holding his arm that looks to be bleeding, is a young boy.
Oh no!
And the wolves are bouncing towards the log. What do you guys do?
I cast barrier on the boy.
All right, you're gonna try and protect the boy to keep him away.
Try to protect the boy while we're on the way to the boy.
Well, I think in this case, let's all roll initiative.
Okay, cool. How?
Because if your initiative will determine whether you get them before they do it or they get it before you do.
So
everyone roll initiative stat. You're rolling. Everyone's rolling your vigilance because you're rolling your cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
No penalty. Just roll your cool and then tell me what you
Where's
get.
my
and I will roll for these enemies.
Where is cool?
Cool is on the general skills. The 3rd one.
So if I've got
presents though.
2 cool, what do I roll then?
2 green then.
You roll 2. You got 2 cool.
Yep.
Cool is a present skill. So look at your presence, which is 2.
Yep.
And then look at your cool, which is also 2. So you roll 2 yellow dice.
So if my presence is 3 and my cool is 1, I would roll 2 green dice and 1 yellow.
Yeah, we're getting there.
So do we click that initiative button to roll that? What's that for?
No, don't worry about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was these die? These are awesome.
No. Oh man, look at that triumph.
Who was that? Because it's not named. Who did that?
Oh, it was me.
Wouldn't
Okay.
name themselves what that punk ass.
How can I give myself a name like you guys have?
Yeah, I would have to
You have to
relog,
log
I
and
think.
But don't worry
Oh,
about
okay.
it. It's
That's
fine.
all right,
We'll work it out.
You can put
All
a
right,
caption
so-
into your role. Maybe you can write the name in there. Like I put an initiative
Right.
at the end there, so then you could see who rolled.
Hmm.
I just wish I could do initiative of the enemies. That's what I really wish I could do. All right, so you all go before me because every one of you rolled successes and I rolled 0 successes. So here's how it works. There are 4 player turns and then I go. So everyone goes, then I go, then we start the initiative around again. Who wants to go first?
Sindrail, I think, called for everybody to run towards the hut. We started making our advance there. The women came out. Alice seems to have turned around. And so Sindrail skids to a halt in the mud and rushes to join Alice by her side. Sword and shield out, scanning the forest. I don't think I am aware of the child. Or
You can be if Alice goes, there's a kid over there.
Yeah, of course I would shout that out. If I see the kid, I would of course shout out, "There is a kid!" and point, and because I want to head towards it and like protect it, so they could tell when it's my turn.
yeah,
No problem.
how far away
What
is
do
the
you do?
child?
So you can do a maneuver and then you can act. And your maneuvers can be things like aiming, assisting someone, going to a guarded stance, interacting with the environment, changing your gear, moving, dropping prone, or preparing. And then your actual action can be like an attack.
Mhm.
Now, you can always
yeah.
do 2 maneuvers if you spend some strain, but that's for later. Don't you worry about that.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. What would you like to do?
Okay, I think what I'm going to do. So I've got a special move called Field Commander, a talent, which allows me to attempt to make a leadership roll. If I succeed, then 3 allies suffer 1 strain, and they can make an out-of-turn maneuver.
Ooh.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's
So I'm
nice.
hoping-
Right, so people can
that will, like,
move
coordinate
or
what's
assess
going
the
on.
ranking like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, so you've moved up next to Alice. You put your shield up and you go, "Let's go!" And you're gonna make the roll, right?
Yeah, I got to
That's cool.
make an average leadership check. So it's got 2
All right.
diamonds. I can't tell what color they are on my black and white printout.
That's-
All right, so leadership is presence. So that's going to be 2 yellows, 1 green.
Nice.
And the average means I got to add 2 purples. Is that right?
Yes.
And all right, here we go.
Just succeed from himself. Do it.
Ooh.
Nice. Wow.
Crushed it.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ. Okay, you guys can see this, the ones who are watching right now, but it's fucking sweet. So yeah, you crush it. Unfortunately, the amount of successes don't really mean anything, but the bonus does help. And you rolled a boon on that, so
No, a threat. He rolled a threat.
You rolled a threat. Oh, did he? Oh, I can't even see it. Oh, my bad. Yeah, you rolled a threat on that. Okay, so on the plus side, everyone can take 1 strain, like set your thing to 1 strain, and take 1 maneuver. So you can move or like get closer or like go into guarded stance, but you can't do any actions attacking.
Yeah. So every one of us gets a free turn. How far away are we from the boy? How many move actions we need to get to him? One move. All right.
Yeah,
Then
but you'd be right in front of the wolves.
okay. So I'm. What was that? Your turn?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's
as an
turn.
action. Yes, it is my turn.
Okay.
To do that.
I would like to go next, so I can do what I need to do. So I would use my move action to move towards the kid, then
Okay,
cast.
Stop. Remember, this is during. It's still Syndral's turn. You've moved. Does anyone else want to spend a strain to do anything?
Oh, okay, get it now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Let's
sure.
get that out of the way first. Yeah, what would you like to do? Spend a strain. What would you like to do?
All right. How can I see that Alice has indicated the use of a strain. How can I do that?
You go to your character, you write 1 strain, and you click set.
your character. All right, I'll just keep track of it on paper. I'm going to.
How are you this bad at? I'll
You
do
just
it
have-
for you.
Yeah, it's,
This page completely blows my mind. I don't know what's going on.
Look, I just literally took me less than half a second.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to click on it. I'm trying to write on it. I'm not really sure what the order is. So
he's old. Just
yeah, exactly. Quite old. Yeah, half a century. My God, man, it's a miracle I can even turn this thing on. Hello? How does it work? Are you in my computer? Is that what's happening? All right. Jason's gonna run inside and
Right.
grab an open window and use it to aim his crossbow with at the wolves.
Oh, so you're running
You're gonna run
inside.
inside. Okay, so you go inside. So I'm gonna say you've gone inside and you're on there. So they're a medium range away from you. So keep that in mind.
Okay.
All right, that's your strain. Anyone else want to spend a strain to do something?
No.
Oh.
Eric, nice. All right, now take your turn.
Okay. Now I'm right next to the kid. So
And the wolves.
can I do the maneuver after my action?
Yes. Screw it. Why not?
But I'm not sure if it matters, because what I want to do is cast the miracle, pray to my gods, and for the council, dear gods, protect this boy and myself from the harm of these cursed beasts, and cast my barrier spell. So
Alright.
barrier is 1 difficulty.
Mhm.
I'll add 1 difficulty for additional target.
Mhm. So it's
Right.
you and the boy.
Yeah, it's me and the boy. And what else
Alright, and then-
have we got? Discipline is like 3 divine, willpower 3, so it's 3 yellow. Oh, 3 yellow. Okay, then
Yeah.
I could
You
probably.
should-
Ooh,
yeah,
then I could add something else in there.
How about add defense? Add 2 purple to it. To each affected target is range and melee defense equal to your passive rocket knowledge.
Yeah, but I don't have any knowledge.
No, okay, never mind. Reflect.
Yeah,
Sanctuary.
Yeah, they're not the antithesis for my religion, are
Cancel
they?
fate, you're right. No, they're not.
The
Sorry.
attack
Well,
cancel
got nothing. Go for it.
It's around the checks and stuff where I hit. I go with at defense.
All right, that's plus
Should-
2 more. So you're on
should purple.
4.
Yeah, and 4 purple and 3 yellow.
Yeah, let's see it.
Jesus Christ.
I hope you fail. It'll be so good.
Yeah, probably will.
Yeah!
Of course I
Oh,
do.
no.
Oh well.
Okay, so you come forward and you're like, "Council, protect me!" Ha! And you like go boom, and the barrier sort of comes out. Now the barrier goes over you and the boy. Oh, you rolled a failure and a disadvantage.
Yes.
And it sort of comes over you, and you see it come on up as the wolves are leaping. And as the barrier goes off to protect you, it reaches the boys, it reaches the boy, and then it reaches the wolves. And as it touches the wolf's skin, the wolf's like under touch reaches out, like it literally pulls off and grabs the barrier and
Nice.
breaks it
Oh,
in the
great.
most horrific way possible. And I can see that the thing off is like sticking out
Oh.
as it lands. It breaks your barrier. Take 1 strain.
Take 1 strain. Right, cast
Yeah,
one
as you like
strain.
reel
Yeah.
from the
Okay.
from the shock.
And then
All
I
right,
can
who's
s-
next? Oh, no, you can move, you can maneuver.
Yeah, my maneuver is guard.
All right, so you go. Excellent.
Yeah.
I remember the for attack. Right, next up is anyone else who wants to go next?
Yep. So
All right.
I'll so what remonstrating with the others loudly that if they'd taken any time to have studied any relevant tomes, they'd realise that wolves were afraid of fire and cast an attack spell at the approaching wolves with a flame.
Okay.
effect. I believe
All
that's
right.
possible.
So let's do it. This is what we're here for. We're learning the system. So let's go. Okay, so first things first. Difficulty's easy, so it's 1 die.
Yep.
And then you're doing fire So it's another die. So they get burn equal to your ranks in knowledge. I remember how that
So
works.
which
eventually.
knowledge? That's what I couldn't figure out.
Whichever one you think applies to this one.
So it's got to be one of knowledge skills or magic skills.
Yeah, you're not one of your knowledge skills you apply to it. Whichever one applies to this. So I would say, looking at your character sheet, give me 1
Are we
second.
going to be
Oh, God, I
forbidden
lost it.
or adventuring then?
Nope. There it is. I would say your knowledge, your law can apply. So it's burn 3.
Okay. Right.
All right. So that's it. So that's two difficulty. But it's only 1 wolf. Do you want to attack 2 wolves?
Yeah, I was thinking about all the front row.
Oh yeah. So that's 2 wolves. So that's 3 difficulty. So just make that and you're sorted.
So that's 3 purple.
Yeah.
And I'm rolling.
And you're rolling your magical attack spell, which is your Arcana, I believe.
So that's 3. Presuming based on intellect. So 3 green.
Looking at your intellect, looking at your character sheet. Give me a second. Let me get to it again. Looking at your character sheet, you have 3 Arcana, so that's 3, and it's based on intellect, so that's 4. So it starts at 4 green. You have 3 Arcana. They take over those, so you have 3 yellow, 1 green.
Okay.
And I'm going to be mean and spend one of my points and upgrade your difficulty, so it's now 1 red and 2 purple.
So can I spend a point as well?
Yeah, you can. To upgrade your last one, so it's now 4 yellow.
Fight.
Okay.
Do it.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
That doesn't look too
But you
promising.
still
Wow, that's
succeeded.
4
Still
penalties.
succeeded. But
I mean, you succeeded, but it gets really bad. Okay, so first things first. Describe what you do, because it succeeds. It looks fucking great. So go for it.
Well, as I said, striding forward, mumbling on about the what a bit of book knowledge does for you. Cast both hands out. 2 balls of fire fly out and strike the wolves that are leaping forward.
It looks fucking awesome. The magic leaps off from your hand and it like spins around. Oh, I almost forgot to give you penalties and stuff like that. Like I forgot to give you range penalties and shit. But it doesn't really fucking matter because you failed so horribly. It's all good. The ball starts to fly around in a horrible in between way. First up, gain 2 strain for casting a spell.
Okay.
Because you always take that. All spells cost strain.
Oops.
And as it flies on, it smacks into both of them, and they both go, and they both go flying backwards from this horrible burn that just smacks them in the chest. And it does equal damage to your ranks and not. Oh, it wasn't blast, was it? It was just straight up. So I'm assuming it's straight up. So 3. So it smacks into them. They go flying back. They roll. They try to get up, and then the flames get on them, and they scream up. However, as it hits them, and I'm spending all 4 points here, the fire and the untouched thing screeches out as well, and it starts to set things on fire. It sets the log the boy is hiding underneath on fire. It sets half the forest area on fire, and the rain is trying to keep it down, but it's spreading towards you guys. You're now in a burning forest in the rain.
Nice.
Job well
very
done.
cool.
Yeah, job well done. Job well done. Looks great. Looks
That
fucking great.
works. Yeah, that works for me.
Why kill only 8 wolves when you can kill a whole forest?
And finally, let's jump to my boy, Thaden. Thaden, what'd you do?
All right, so I ran in before using my free action from our leader. So now I brace myself at the window, and I will. How many actual wolves are we looking at right now?
You can see 2 wolves, and you can reckon there's 2 more coming, but 2 wolves at the ones at the front. 3 wolves at the front. There's
3
one that's
wolves
on
in
the
the
I forgot about the 3rd one. 3 wolves at the front. There's 2 in the front who are on fire, and there's 1 at the back.
All right. So I think I'll use my my primary effect. So I can spend 2
Alright.
story points to give my
Mhm.
crossbow blast 5 until the end of next turn.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right, now they are medium away from you, so your starting difficulty is 2 dice.
Okay.
Let me double confirm that. Yes, they are medium away from you. Starting difficulty is 2 dice. So it's 2 purple for difficulty.
And I'm 2 yellow and a green.
Yeah, do it.
Okay. 2 yellow, green. You said 2 purple?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, 2 purple. And also you get 2 black because it's raining.
Oh,
Oh
good.
no, the fire is up there. Only 1 black. You're fine.
All right.
Lloyd, you used light side points. Why?
No, I used it for him because he's doing his big attack, so I point them up for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think that's it. There used to be a thing, like I remember when we played Star Wars, we were always
Aiming?
aiming, yeah.
Yes, always
Yes.
aiming.
You can aim for a maneuver and get 1 extra blue die.
Ah, okay, cool. All right, now let's do this crazy thing.
I believe in
Oh,
you. That's a terrible roll, son.
wow, that is a terrible, terrible roll.
Yeah, that's really bad.
So what is blast 5? Do I get additional rolls?
Blast 5 means that your attack hits area,
Okay.
but you have to like spend like advantages to do it. So it's your big like you shoot in the air and just spats around the area. But you missed so horribly it doesn't go anywhere, and you fell back. So you shoot over desperately, but the flames and the rain is causing the steam, and you can't see. So you land off all these shots, and it's not getting one. It's driving you absolutely potty in your brain. Take a point of strain.
Oh man! All right.
Do you want me to take a point of strain for you? I could do that. For
I got it.
Okay, cool. I believe in you. You're the best.
Oh my gosh!
Does he?
All right,
do-
now
yes, he did it.
You did it. I'm so proud of him. All right, so now is the wolves' turn. There's 2 wolves that are burning, so they go and they start like running around trying to put themselves out, and that's what they'll spend this turn doing. There's 1 wolf that's not burning, and it leaps up and it tries to take a big chunk out of Alice's face. Let's see what it rolls. Now, because it's coming from there and it's jumping into you, it only gets to roll 1 die. Oh no, it's engaged, so it's 2 die.
Mm-hmm.
And it will roll its normal roll, which is 1 of those and 1 of those. Yep, that's your face gone. So first thing first, it leaps up, it takes like a big bite towards you. Take 5 wounds.
5 wounds.
Hold on a
Outrage.
second. I've got mini defense
So-
1. What does that mean?
Yeah, you do, don't you? Let me roll that now. You might save you. Let me see what it gets. It's better than nothing. It's still 5 wounds.
What about soak?
Yeah,
Yeah,
soaks it up.
Soak, so I'll
Yeah,
look for the soak next. So that's for the criticals. I've got some neat armor. Where is it? Chainmail +2 soak.
Yeah, you're fine. The
What does
soak
that
should
mean?
already be written in the character selection. Let me double check.
Where's my soak? Where is it?
Top left.
I'll check it right now. Whee.
6.
Usually,
Yeah, my soak is 6. So
yeah, you're
come on.
good. Yeah, that means nothing to you.
Yeah.
And it got 1, so it doesn't do any harm towards you, but it does push you back,
Mhm.
giving you a black die to your next roll.
Cool.
And that's all this actually takes. Top of the round again. Who wants to go next? Oh, at the top of this round, you see 2 more wolves emerge from the forest in the fire.
Nice.
And there's 5 wolves.
It's time to negotiate, guys.
Let's talk about this wolves. All right, who wants to go next?
Yeah, I would like to go
Do
next. So I'll shout, "Get the boy into the house!" And then I'll use 1 maneuver to aim, and then I'll smash the wolf in front of me.
Excellent. Remember, you've
try
got
to.
1 black die. Difficulty is 2 because you're engaged. You've got 1 black die for that, and he's alone, so that's all the penalties you have. There's the fire building around you in the rain as you're like fighting this guy.
1
This wolf.
green, 3 yellow, and I've got 1 blue for the aiming.
Yep. Do you want
Do
to
I have
spend a
any
hero
talents
a
that
story
do
point?
anything? Nah. Do I
Nah.
Do I have
You wanna-
any difficulty dice? I probably need to
yeah,
have some
2.
difficulty die, right?
2 purple.
2 purple.
Yeah, 2 purple. You're engaged. You're right there.
Does
Just go for it.
not attack big dice. Okay. Nope, that's it. Okay, let's see if I do
you want to
damage.
spend some story dice? Do you want to spend should I
Yeah.
spend story dice? On plus side, you got 2. With 2, you can probably push him away from you if you want.
Yes, that's probably with a shield bash, right? Like bashing him away from the boy.
Bash him away.
across,
And I would say put yourself on defense, so you get 1 black die to defend yourself with that.
Oh yeah, I actually forgot. Since I am on guarded stance, I need to add 1 black die to my stuff. Or no, it's a new round, right? So it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Forget it.
New round, so good.
Cool.
So yeah, so go back. So with that, you can with that roll, you can push him away and give him a black die next time he's rolling against you.
Okay.
But only him.
All right.
Who's next?
Sindrel is going to run forward and leap over the log to land in amongst the fires beside Alice and the boy.
Yeah.
Shield and sword.
Yeah.
Out. That's my maneuver. And then in action, is there a wolf I can hit?
Now stop before you continue. Are you sure? Do you want to spend? You can always spend 2 strain to do another maneuver.
Oh. Well, everyone else is taking strain except me. I feel a bit left out. I ought to. All right, so I'll take 2 strain and do the guard position.
Excellent. So you're going to guard defense.
Yeah.
Which, let me double check what it does. Because
Gives you a black die, about 1 melee defense 1.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't want to do that. I don't think I think
aim.
I'm plenty defensive enough with my shield and everything. So I'm rather going to go aggro on the wolves, trying to drive them away.
Nice.
Aim.
You can,
Okay,
so I'll
aim.
say go for the aim, all right, and then roll.
All right.
And this
So
one is
aim
2
gives me
purple.
1 blue. Difficulty's 2 purple.
Yeah.
My sword
a story
skill
point.
is light. It's brawn. So it's 3 and 2 of those. 1 of those.
Do you want to spend a story point? Do you want to do it?
Yes, I do. Just for the hell of it. Why not?
Yeah. Yeah.
What does that give me?
It turns your greens to yellows.
All my greens become yellows.
1 green becomes yellow.
Oh, 1 green. Okay. Well, I only had 1. Here it comes, people.
Yeah.
Yes.
There we go.
That's the way.
Okay.
So if you look at your weapon has a damage rating,
It does 6.
and you get 6 damage plus every success you rolled for damage.
Woo!
Nice.
So that's 9.
All right. So congratulations, you killed a wolf. Describe how you kill it.
She launches through, lands in amidst the flames, bringing the sword down in a stroke that really just slices the center of the wolf's head open, and I don't know if I can do this, but does something to the Untouched as well. Maybe throws it backwards into the fire as well.
Hell yeah, fuck it. You want to like slice it, and it's like goes and you like fucking like smack it into the flames, and it like burns up. Oh, it's fantastical. All right, that's 2 down, 2 more to go.
All right, Wizard, do you want to go?
Yes, I suppose.
Or do you need- Yeah, or if you're ready to go.
Yeah, looking rather sheepish at his fiery blunder. Can I try and snare the boy with a manipulative spell and pull him back?
Yeah, do it. It'll be awesome. I have no idea how this is gonna work. Let me go to the section and let you know. Okay, so we've got attack, barrier, conjure, curse, dispel, heal, augmentation. I'd say conjure.
Well, yeah, we're going to say under attack there is manipulative.
Is it?
But I guess that may cause damage as well. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that'll probably cause damage as well. So best to go for something that's fairly simple, that's slightly easier to do. So I'd say conjure's for summoning, curse for that, dispels for that, heals for that, augmentation. What does it do? No, that we don't want that either. You know what? Fuck it. Make it an attack. Just don't take the damage. Just don't do damage with it. Say you just reach out to grab him, pulling him towards you.
The damage could be translated into extra range bands that I could move in.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Okay, so it starts with 1 difficulty.
Okay.
You've got manipulative. So the attack hits, you may spend 1 to pull him up. You're just not going to do any damage to it.
Oh.
And I would say... I'll say, yeah. So 2 difficulties to reach out, grab him, because we'll turn the first one into damage, and damage into that one as well. So yeah, 2 to reach out, grab him, pull him towards you. You have all those bonuses. So I can't really match with you. I would say you have one blue die because the other guys are keeping the creatures busy and the boy's not moving. So just go fucking pull him up and pull him towards you. So roll it. 2 purple.
2 purple, 1 blue, and again my 3 yellow. Then. Was it last
Yeah.
time?
Yep. Do it. Just don't fail.
No, he doesn't. He's triumphant.
Okay, so you do it and you're triumphant. Now, when you get triumphs, it means that the world is like fucking lined up for you. Everything goes out great. You're the hero of everything that's ever been in the world. This is the most greatest die you can roll. It counts as both a success and also for like a advantage, and you can do something cool with it. So, what would you like to do with your triumph?
So,
like the sky is the limit with the spell you've cast. You can, if the triumph, you can grab the boy, pull him, and push him into the house with that.
yeah, well that'd be fine. Yeah, land him in his mother's arms.
Yeah.
Oh,
So describe it. Describe the spell you cast.
So, so standing up and making some hand signals. A ghostly hand, giant hand, goes swirling out towards the boy, picks him up gently, and flies him back into the waiting arms of his mother.
Excellent.
Yeah, right into the papoose with the baby Bjorn.
And she's like, my baby! And you see him, he's like really hurt, and he's got blood running down his arm. He looks really bad. Would you like to move as well?
I'll move forward slightly after that's finished.
All
So
right.
if I can assist the others.
I would say in that case, you're now in the same range band as them. So you're all together. Except for Theron, whose turn it is, who's hiding by the house.
It's true. I mean, the rain messes with my range, so I need to have clearer vision. So I am going to fire a normal shot at one of the inflamed wolves.
All right, so they're not engaged with anyone else, so difficulty still 2 with 1 black die.
Okay.
So like, take careful aim and go. People, you can see people within the area sort of get up going, what's going on? What's happening out there? And they start like trying to get up to see what's going on. Roll it.
Just some advantages.
Just about, well, better than nothing. With those 2 advantage, you can make the next roll that creature does a black die. Oh, you can increase the difficulty's next roll by 1 purple. Because you're shooting at him and he's trying to dodge and he can't do an attack better.
Yeah. Can I pass those on to somebody else in the party? Who might
You can
benefit
pass
from
it. You can also do that. You can also give someone else you have 2 people a blue die.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's give it to Alice and Sindriel.
All right.
Nice. Thank you.
Cool.
So there are now 4 wolves that have landed where you guys are. 1 wolf is dead. 2 wolves already there. 2 wolves joined before. They look at you and they start to like basically spend a maneuver to slowly surround you.
Nice.
So in the flames, they're like on the flames. They're walking around. They're careful not to get on the fire itself, and they're keeping you guys with the log. The log is now inflamed up, forming a wall behind you, sealing you off from being able to get to the waypoint.
Yeah.
And keeping you guys away. And I have a hero point for that. And the 4 of them are like there. Now you're locked in battle. Theron, you can't actually see them anymore. The flames just got that high up. They take then 2
You're
for
breaking up,
Sindro,
Lloyd.
1 leaves for Alice. Sorry. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Sound
Seems
is better.
Okay. Try it again.
2 leap for Sindro. 1 leaps for Alice and 1 leaps for Lyric. So I shall roll them individually.
Okay.
Bring it.
Yeah.
Who has black die for the bonus?
What? I got.
Does anyone
because I pushed one of
Let's
those.
start with
One
you.
of them back.
We got 2 attacks coming towards you. So we'll roll that one first.
All right.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
a triumph.
But
But
yeah.
it's cancelled out. It's just a triumph. So he doesn't hit, but he gets a triumph. And the second one, let's roll the second one now because let's do it. And the
It should-
second one gets a So what was that? Yeah, it's a triumph. Like
A triumph is a
No.
success and a triumph.
yeah, but the success was cancelled out by the failure.
But you got 2 successes.
Yeah, you
Only one of which was
yeah,
cancelled.
that's already netted in.
That's
I think,
not a
isn't it?
success. That is a boon.
Oh, I got you.
The symbols are very different.
All right, yeah, I see. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Ignore me.
And the second one doesn't fucking do anything because all the dice are cancelled out. So he's like, boop, 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 boop.
Hold
Look,
on.
it's me. I'm irrelevant. All right, so he leaps for you. The first one leaps for you, and you see it coming. You like bat it away with the shield. The second one comes for it. You go to bat it away from the shield, but you take a step back by accident, and you fall through the fire
Who?
and land aside, setting your clothes on fire. You are now burn 3.
Who is?
So every
Oh, that's
turn,
grand.
every turn you will take 3 damage, no soak, until you pat yourself out. Cool.
Cool.
Excellent. Right.
I hate
And
you.
that's you. That's fine. I'm used to it. Next up is my boy Sindril. Here we go. Get ready.
She's ready.
Oh, she's not that ready. It leaps up and it simply goes for the jugular and tries to sink its teeth into you, giving you 6 points of damage.
All right. I'm going to use my parry talent. So I'm going to give myself 3 strain, and that will reduce the damage by 4.
Nice.
And my soak reduces what is left down to 0.
Double that. You guys are fucking tough. Jesus Christ. You guys got this. True D&D. All right, Lyric. Let's see what the fuck you can do. Right. The last one's going for it. He's not even leaping for it. He's going to like slide around the ground a little bit and try and go for your legs. It's like, screw you and your fireball throwing powers. It's kind of scary and I'm terrified. And he's horrible at it. He just can't seem to get a bite on you. But he gets a boon. So he starts to like bite you up. And what he does is he separates you from the fight these two are having. So the three wolves and the 2 soldiers are fighting, and you're 1v1ing on the side. If they want to come and help you, they'll need to break away to get to you. And that's my turn done. All right. Round 3. Who goes first?
What
Guys, take a turn.
you said it 3 burn damage per turn, right?
Yeah.
All
At
right.
the start of your turn.
All right. So I'll take 3 burn damage
Mhm.
first. Okay. So I've got now, and armor doesn't count, I guess. So
Not for this case, no.
yeah, right. So Alice
Because you're on
is
fire.
burning, but by sheer force of will, she's ignoring the flames. Yeah, and trying to motion to the others, get back to the house, and slowly get back, but not disengaging, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, you're not engaged. You fell to the fire on the other side, so you're fine.
Oh, I'm fine.
Yeah, you can move back to the house for free, but you would leave Syndril to fight 3
No,
wolves
I
by
can't
himself.
do that. So can I?
Don't worry, I'm right behind you. Don't worry.
Yeah. Can I jump to her side? Then I would have to go through the flames again, right?
Let's go through the flames again.
Shit. And I can't cast any spell anymore.
Why not?
Because I just can't do it once per scene. Because I'm just a
Oh, cool.
Templar and not a full spellcaster.
Okay.
Doesn't look like I can really do much from here. Can I? Yeah, and basically, then I'll delay my action and wait on what the others are doing. Basically, so the other one, somebody else
yeah.
go first, please. Somebody else go first, please.
Who wants to go first?
Maybe let's Cinderella. So Alice has fallen back through the flames and is now on the correct side of the log. I am alone on the fiery side.
With Lyric, who's next to you ish. He's a bit further away.
Oh, right. All right, so I'm going to rush to Lyric's side. Maneuvering.
Okay, it will cost you 1 maneuver to break away from them, and another maneuver to get to his side.
All right.
So that's
that is
2
my
strain.
turn. 2 strain. Okay, I'm happy to do that.
Yeah. Oh wait, are you attacking?
No, I just want to defend, really. So if something.
In which case, yeah, you will still need to spend 2 strain. So yeah, 2 strain, and then you can go into the fence in front of Lyric.
All right. So I moved beside him. Sword is ready, and I hiss at him. Let's get moving back to the hut.
All right, Lyric.
So, can I move and cast a spell?
Yes.
Right. Well, I'll follow Sindrail's orders and drop back, but as I move away...
Stop. If you move away backwards, you have to go through the fire log, which is now like...
So what? So I can't really head back to the hut then?
Well, I mean, you can just take the fire damage. You'll be fine. It's just fire.
Well, what I was going to do then was, I'll tell you what, before I'll do it the other way around. I'll cast the spell first, which hopefully...
Plus 2 strain.
Yep, 2 strain. And I'm going to try and cast add defense on both myself and Sindrail.
Is that barrier?
Yes.
All right, let me take a look because you may not be able to. Let me.
He is.
see.
He's okay. Nice. That's all right.
Yeah, I can't do everything except heal. All right, barrier. You can cast. It's 1 difficulty, and then +1 target, so it's 2 difficulty, and then you want to add defense as well, so that's 4 difficulty.
Okay.
Don't forget to spend some hero points, boys.
Okay, so 4 difficulty. I get 3 yellow, and if I spend a hero point, that becomes 4 yellow.
Yes.
Okay. Not so good, eh?
You fail, but there is a boon. Now, what would you've got 4 boons. What would you like to do with those boons? There's 4, basically, with 4 is the equivalent of rolling a triumph, so something really good can happen. So you try to do a spell, but the spell isn't coming. You just can't get your hand around it right.
Could I, under pressure from the flames and trying to run away and everything, the barrier, instead of protecting us, knocks us both backwards over the thing? So we do end up on the right side, the hut side of the tree, but perhaps falling over in the process, so we're on our backs.
I'll give it to you. You try and do the spell the best as you can. You can't seem to do it, but the spell sort of like bounces in front of you because you go to put it down the ground, and it leaps you both, and you go through the flames, and you both land. I'll say both of you can do that. That's fine. Fuck it. That's easy. You both land on the other side. I will do 1 physical damage, non-strain, non-resistant. No, so I'll tell you what, I'll do 2 strain damage to both of you to do that for free.
Okay.
That's you guys basically ignoring the fire and the shit going down. Syndro, you've taken 2 strain, but and Lyric has taken 2 strain, but both you and Lyric are on the good side of the fire.
Yeah. Cool.
And finally, Thaden.
Okay. Is everybody on the closer to the hut, away from the fire side now?
Yep.
All right, good. Then I will fire at one of the wolves.
Okay, they're in there. You can barely see them. It's still only 2 difficulty, but because you can barely see them, I'm going to upgrade it to 1 red, 1 purple.
1 red, 1 purple. Is it still 1 black?
You still have 1 black.
All right.
Just for the flames and the fire and the smoky.
All right. Die. Hey.
Yeah, you hit.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that fucking roll. What would you like to give? What would you like to? What's the damage? You might kill it.
Damage is 8.
So with +1, that's 9. Describe how you shoot a wolf in the face and it goes down.
Yeah, it's slavering, and it sort of looks like it's about to jump over the fire towards my compatriots, and I get it in the eyeball.
Nice.
And it goes, and it goes down to the ground. I would say with you guys on the right side of the fire and the flames going and the water raining stuff, you guys can get to that. You can end the combat here, and you can get to the hut without any difficulties.
Okay, cool.
I do just picture us walking towards the camera with huge flames, forest burning behind us, silhouettes.
Absolutely.
Looks fucking great. You all get it, and like you can see, the proprietor has come out from his table, and he's got this nasty looking crossbow, and he's like, "Get in!" And so it lets you all in, and he grabs the door and he slams it shut. And he picks up this big piece of wood and he puts it down. He's like, "Close the windows!" And he goes out closing the windows, kept quietly around him. You can make it. There's about maybe 7 people in here. There's the woman who called to your help, her child, and this big proprietor guy, and like 4 other people are just sort of standing around looking really confused.
All right, let's take just a 2-minute break where we got 2 people away from their keyboards, and I'll be right back too.
Go for it.
Cool.
How was that for you guys so far?
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I'm getting the hang of the dice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Age of the Empire. Fantasy Flight Standard System takes a while. You've got to be like, okay. But once you get it, you're fine.
Yeah. I feel like even this dice rolling app would be easier on beginners if, in addition to the symbol, they put the word, like next to the symbol for triumph, if they wrote triumph.
Or like if they just said what you got, like 2 successes, 1 failure, 1 triumph. If words were there, it'd be good.
Yeah. I know that some people probably latch onto pictures faster than others.
Mm.
But it's probably just 1 session's worth of practice and then you got it.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, that's what I'm hoping for anyway. We'll find out in a minute. I mean, no one took any real serious damage anyway, so we're all good.
Mm.
I have got to read up on magic to make sure I've got it right.
I'm also liking the strain mechanic, how it just represents exhaustion really nicely.
Yeah, that's true.
And so when we get strain, what would you have to do to replenish your strain?
I'll tell you in a minute, but you have to actually physically say you're taking a break. You have to like rest for a second, and then I'll tell you what you need to do for that.
So is this place like a little inn, or is it a?
Yeah, it's like a little inn.
Okay, great, excellent.
It's a waypoint.
All right.
Everyone's back. Okay, cool. The proprietor sort of stands up there and he tells me to shut the windows. You see, there's 4 people just sort of like scattered about the area. There's a lady who looks like she's dressed in what looks like really nice clothing. Just like standing there looking a little bit like shocked and surprised what's going on. She's standing next to what looks by all intents and purposes to be a mercenary.
Mm-hmm.
Who's like keeping an eye on her, but you guys can tell by the way they're standing. I'm not gonna make you make rolls for that. That he's sort of like in front of her to make sure everything's fine. There's the woman who's holding her son, who's like, "My mom, I'm sorry." It's like, "What were you doing out there?" She's not that bad. And then the proprietor, who's like watching the whole place up, you can see that he's with his wife, who is like sort of like looking at you all, being quiet about that. And that's everyone. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's a dude who's just quietly sitting there with a hood over his head, just like nursing a beer.
Yeah, not
And looking at you.
at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Does this count as a new scene?
Yes.
Okay. Alice, if she sees the boy still hurt, immediately rushes forward to the boy. Because as you told us in the beginning, this is like a magical disease. You have to heal quickly or it spreads and stuff. So she quickly headed to the side. Dear mother, let me take care of him. I will help him with the power of the gods. Just put him down.
And she's like, you saved her life. You saved his life. She's not gonna fucking complain to you. She's like, she hands him over to you. Please look at my son. Is he all right? And he's like crying. Yeah. And he's really badly hurt and not feeling very great.
I look at the wound. Is he bitten?
Why don't you make me a roll to find out?
Oh, jeez.
All right. So I would say this skill is you are trying to figure out how his body is doing.
Well, I just want to see if it is like a break, if it's broken, or if it's bitten. I don't want to know how he's doing because I'm not good at medicine. Just like
I know you're not, but it's very important you make this roll anyway because I feel like
okay. So it's intelligence, basically.
Intelligence. I'm gonna say make me a forbidden roll.
A what?
Forbidden.
So
the knowledge of the forbidden arts.
Yeah, right. So I'll give you one of the doodads.
Excellent. Difficulty is 1 purple.
Okay.
Actually, no. You know what? Yeah, difficulty is 2 purple. It's gonna be slightly more difficult. Fuck it. Fuck the
This game is hard, man. It's like Coriola's hard. God.
You say that with
I know everything.
You look
and
at his arm. You look at his arm and you carefully look down. It doesn't look like his arm is broken in any shape or form. But his arm is perfectly fine. But when you look closer to it, you can see inside there is a very tiny, very, very tiny purple mark that's been sort of put down the bottom of his arm. With your triumph, however, as you look towards the hand, you see that it's not a bite that did this. Nor is it a claw hand that went down across. You look closer and you're pretty sure it's a puncture wound. I mean, it
So
could
like
have
a
been just a
needle?
tooth going into the arm. A puncture wound.
So it's not like a tooth, more like a needle?
Yeah, like a needle.
Ooh.
It's odd.
Underneath me, the purple. And she's like, is he okay? Is he all right?
He will be. Just I'll have to commune with the gods.
And she nods towards you.
So if I see this correctly, in heal, if I want to do a heal spell, I have, where was it? It also removes things, right? Status effects.
Yes, status effects. That'll count.
So that would count to heal that?
Yes, it would. So before you continue, let me just go through it one more time because it's very important I do this. All right, so it's concentration, so it's 1 die. You may heal 1 ability will gauge no heal, so that's done right there. You want to heal, you want to restore, so that's 1 extra die on top of that. So that's 2. So you got 2 penalties. Now, because of the infection itself that's on him, it counteracts your die and upgrades both of them. So you're rolling 2 reds.
Nice.
Spin those stories.
Yeah, I'll have to say. So my discipline is, my will is 3. My discipline is 3, so it's 3 yellow.
Yeah, you got this. I will, however, give you 1 blue die because you've already diagnosed and figured out what the problem is. So you're like, I know exactly what this is. I figured this out. I've got it.
Can my talents do something? No, my talents, they do nothing. Okay.
My talents, they do nothing.
Okay, so nothing else I can do.
Roll it. Just
what if I spend a story point, can I upgrade a yellow? No, I can't upgrade a yellow to another one.
You roll 1 extra green.
1 extra green. Yeah, I'll do it. I don't want to risk this failing.
Piece of cake. You
don't fail. Just don't fail. Thank you.
Yes. Nice.
Thank you.
Man.
You reach up and you touch his wound carefully and you commune with the divine power upon everything that has been beforehand. And you look down within it and you can see that the wound slowly starts to heal. But as it does, you physically pull out this purple horribleness that's just like bubbling amongst your hand. And then your light shines larger and larger. So there is nothing but a white light between your hands. And when you let it go, it sprinkles into nothing.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. And she's like happy and she's rubbing her son. And he's like, you terrible boy, what were you doing out there? Thank the Templar. Thank you, Templar. You better thank the Templar. And she's like, it's so good. The proprietor comes on down. He's like, oh, I wish I had some of you around here more often. Can't believe how rough those wolves have been recently. They've been attacking everyone on the streets.
Well, they'll think twice about it now. We put a serious dent in them, injured a number of them, and we cleared back. We cleared back the undergrowth, so now you can build those horseshoe pits that you wanted to build. So let's have some beers.
Well, you know what? After helping that boy out, drinks are half price.
Oh,
half price.
Great. Man, one of these guys. Okay.
Yeah, that's great. I'll have a water.
Hey, you didn't kill all the wolves. I can still see them out there. So hey, and he goes and he starts pouring you guys some drinks.
Yeah.
The drinks may be half price, but I fear they only have beer and not elvish wine.
Yeah.
That's exactly what the problem is. That's pouring you guys some bun and sliding towards you. And he's like, he's sort of like careful up, and he's like, sorry, I'm Devin Bradshaw. This is my waypoint.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And it looks super.
Cheers.
Great for you to be here. The other people are sort of settling down carefully and watching you guys pretty much gently. And as they're sitting down watching, he's like, the proprietor serves you guys all a pint. And he's like, sorry, we don't have much food left at the moment. We're due to go down to the store and do a big run, but we haven't had the caravan come down with food for a while, so we might have to do it ourselves. That's actually our favorite thing in the world. What brings you out to this neck of the woods? You are on your way from a mission, and you're making your way back to a free city not that far off, and you're going through Calaman area to get there.
Yeah,
I'm just letting you guys know.
Yeah, it was. I guess it was poor chance.
Poor chance. I don't really get many. Whatever they will call themselves, adventurers. We don't get much of you around here.
Guidance of the gods. Guidance of the gods. It was
We've heard rumors
we should be here.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, as long as you're paying, I don't care what the gods want you to do. Half price, I promise. And they slide you guys some drinks. Yeah. You guys
Excellent.
I quickly.
As you are, I'm sorry, after going.
Yeah, I just want to quickly, if we have the drinks, I want to quickly pull the guys to the side a bit.
Mhm.
So if we have a chance, so I'm trying to see if we get a chance to speak with each other without being eavesdropped.
Well, it's a very small inn. It's about the size of my bedroom. You've all been in my bedroom, right?
Yeah, except Brian, I think.
Brian's not in my bedroom. That's not a shame. How come you guys have not been to my...
That sounds kind of wrong.
God. Just like high school, always left out.
It's not that big a place. It's okay. It's about maybe like 10 meters back and forth. So getting somewhere quiet, you'd have to like get together and then huddle and then whisper, which would look very suspicious.
Yeah, I get it. Can I write?
Like...
Yeah, can I like write a note and hand it to my friends without anybody seeing it?
Yeah,
Or make one of those things that kind of opens up, like it's like a.
No, just a
Mention bad guys, wolves, OMG.
Exactly.
No. Just a quick note. I want to slip over to Leoric. Yeah, and then just trying to thank you for the spells. You really saved our bacon back there. Great work on the fire spell. Really great work. Impressive.
I'll just cock an eyebrow at him. I'm not sure if he's being sarcastic or not.
Yeah, and try to write on a piece of paper and push it over to him. Basically said, somebody infected the boy on purpose.
I'll cock my other eyebrow in a less obvious way. And I'll motion with my head just slightly towards the boy with a questioning look, as if to say, should I take a look at him?
No, he's fine.
Okay.
Should we take him out?
What?
What are we saying? I mean, I want to be clear. I don't want to do anything before.
Are you me? Since when are you playing my characters?
Oh,
right.
man.
Is it just the two of you in the conversation?
No, we're basically on the bar and we just pass around that note, like in school.
Okay. You're saying it out loud too. In fact, Marcus, I'm gonna say, could you make me a stealth
or something? Stealth? So that's gonna be great.
Stealth roll, 2 purple. This is 2 purple, you'll be fine.
2 purple.
Yeah, it's even. It's even. 2 green, 2 purple, 50-50. 50-50.
Yeah, she can't really see. It's a failure and a threat, so that's gonna go. It went awesome.
Yeah, keep talking, guys. It's all good.
You shouldn't have cupped your hands that way when you were talking. That's a terrible idea. Like, we're trying to be quiet.
I'm just not good at lying and this kind of things. So.
It makes sense. Yeah. Well, they would expect us to be talking about him a bit, I think. I mean, you just did a pretty impressive bit of healing there. And we all saw what you pulled out of his arm.
Guys, you don't know you've been heard. Don't roleplay that you know you've been heard.
I say, probably they have no idea what we're talking about.
As long as what they didn't overhear was, should we take him out?
Well, the
so
boys
say,
the boy's
Leo
fine
Rick.
now, though, right?
What's that? Yeah, he's fine now.
Fine now.
Fine now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just who infected him is what our concern is.
I'm from the setting wise. So from my character, I'm a marshal. I'm like, my desire is justice, and my flaw is intolerance. So I don't tolerate people breaking the law, and I always want justice to be served. And I just fear failure as a marshal. So I guess I wouldn't say quite about this, would I? No, I wouldn't. No, she wouldn't. So let's quickly looks over to the other 3.
It's not a dark side point. Carry on.
Yeah, I saw that, and just basically signaling advance warning. Like you can see in her face, that's the face she gets when she gets all "I'm the judge" on someone.
Gonna talk at you. I'm the judge.
Yeah, like that. And looks at everyone, nods, and turns around to the room, scans quickly. By the power invested in me by the council, I am Marshal Ellis Rain, and I will bring justice to this place. Someone has infected the boy purposefully with the arcane plague, and this cannot stand.
I'll clap.
Yado's like, all right, seriously, you're going back to full price now.
You've ruined it for us again.
Oh, sorry, no, Davin, that's his name. Davin's like, you're going back to full price now. And his wife is like, no, honey, hear him out. Come on, help that girl. And you see everyone else in the bar is like slowly getting up and a little bit unsure. You see what's going to guide the hood is like looking a bit awkward. And the girl with the lady, the noble looking lady with her mercenary friend, are both like straightening up a little and sitting a bit up, like going, what's going on? As everyone starts to look at each other.
Yeah, Sindrell is going to walk over to stand by the door.
Oh my god! I guess we're the posse. I'll take this opportunity to go over to the noblewoman and drop to one knee and say, "It is such an honor to meet you." And try to go for the hand kiss thing. Does she have any nice rings?
Oh no!
She does have a very nice ring.
Then I'll try and do the sucking of the gemstone out trick.
Do it! I love it. Make the roll. Difficulty.
And Robin Hood, the animated.
It worked really well. I'm glad that you saw that. Yes.
We'll give it a shot. I would say difficulty is going to be 3 purple.
3 purple. Okay, and this is.
And you have 2 black die because you have both her looking at you, the mercs looking at you, everyone's looking at you. Make the roll. You got this.
All right. So this will be agility.
Yeah.
Actually,
you know what? Fuck it. I will upgrade one of the dice to 1 red.
Oh, can I use coordination or skullduggery?
Skullduggery is what you want to use. Actually, skullduggery is what you use. Skullduggery. Right. You have 1 red, 2 purple, and 2 black dice. You got this. I believe.
And you've got a marshal who's committed to enforcing the law, standing 3 places.
That's gonna go great.
Hold on, you gotta read that. You gotta read that litany of penalties to me again. I got. What's the?
1 red, 2 purple, 2 black. Roll.
2 black.
This time it's your hand.
I need my hand to shoot my crossbow.
Yeah, not anymore. You don't.
Oh man, is this even possible? So I have 2 yellow, if I understand this correctly
possible,
here, right?
I think.
Everything's possible.
Anything's possible. So I'll use a story point.
Yeah.
Get myself a green.
Do
this is pretty important. All right. Oh, she's so beautiful, and I'm so going to take her gemstones. Roll.
No, you don't.
Whoa! What even happened? What happened? What's going on?
Okay, so that's 1 failure, so you failed. 1 threat because something went bad, but you rolled a triumph.
That's right.
Means you get something cool.
Yeah.
You go for the ring and you reach for a hand to touch her to get her places. And as you're going straight forward with a big smile on your face, a hand comes out of nowhere as a mercenary friend comes up and bats you across the face to push you away.
Bastard.
He strikes you and gives you like a nice little scar that runs down the side of your face. It's like it's a horrible half scar, like his handprint actually stays there. Actually, no, tell you what. No, she does that. She does that. She smacks you across the face.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
A print of her ring on your face.
Nice.
Oh, man.
Take 1 strain as they go flying back. And she's like, unhand me, you cur. How dare you come forward and think of yourself better than to come forward and kiss the hand of Brooke, daughter of Balith, who rules upon the free cities of around the world of Terrinoth. How very, very dare you? And the merc's like, damn right, bitch.
What? That was too fast. Brooke of something?
Brooke of Balith, son of Balith.
Daughter of Balith.
Okay, and she's supposed.
Let me spell in chat. Brooke of Balith, daughter of Balith, who rules the free cities of Terrinoth. Terrinoth is read the 12 parts, but there's always 3 cities that sit in between and become their own states. And this guy rules 2 of them.
Oh man.
So it's true. So we know
Well,
that we know that name. So, but just
You know
saying.
Balith. You know,
Yeah.
you've heard it. So, yeah.
So the good thing, so the triumph was we found out exactly who she was.
Yes, that's the triumph.
Then I will get up with my hand on my cheek and say, you might want to talk to this one, Templar. Very suspicious activity. Sit back down by the bar.
Tayden, know your place.
Mm.
And the shady guy's like, well, time to go, time to get up.
Nobody's going anywhere.
Oh my god.
No, that's not gonna happen.
He gets the door and he's like, oh, can we talk about this? I'm just leaving. What's wrong? Can I not just leave?
Tell us your story, dark-witted stranger.
He looks at you and he goes, I have no reason to speak to one who decides to serve amongst the forest and the people themselves. I am of my own man, and you have no authority over me, council or no council.
I let my hammer fall on the ground, my two-handed hammer.
Actually, my name is Latimer, and it's the first time I met you, and it's nice to meet you all. It's really good. And I really like to go. And you see, he's starting to sweat a little.
But why? There are dangerous wolves outside that could kill you and infect you with a plague. You're much safer inside with me.
Yes, about that. You said someone in here has the plague, right? And it's going to infect people. So my best bet is to not be here and let you deal with it while I leave and take my chances away from people who are infecting people. I can kill wolves.
Maybe you are infecting people.
Don't be silly. Why?
I don't know you. You could be everyone.
I don't know you either. How do I know it's not you four? In fact, no one else here has mentioned anything about that. You four have just turned up and declared this on the spot. How could that be true? Does anyone know? Can anyone vouch for these guys? Okay, fine, to save the kid, big deal. But no one saw him infected. He wasn't showing the signs. We have no idea who these people are. You might just be making this up. You're making it up.
I think, Cinderella would like to move away from the door, rush up to this guy, snatch him by the front of the jacket, and she's pretty strong. Brawn 3.
Yeah.
Give him a rigorous shaking, and using my most intimidating voice. Just trying to see what. I have coercion. Yeah, to intimidate this guy and tell him to shut up and comply, or else.
All right.
Slap him a little bit too.
Nice.
Oh, this business.
Jesus.
Roll. So you have now what happens, right? Difficulty is starting at 2, but you're trying to beat his discipline to break it out. So why his discipline is will upgrade the purple dice. Please roll for penalties. 2 red, 1 purple.
Oh.
2 red, 1 purple.
1 purple.
And I've got 1 yellow and 1 green. Yeah, that's about all I can really do. It really just comes down to luck, largely.
Can I basically assist her with my threatening posture?
Yes, you can. If you assist, do you have a higher presence than she does? What's your
My
presence?
presence is 2.
Is it
No,
presence?
my presence is 3, in fact, but coercion is based on will.
Coercion is will. I've got
Coercion,
willpower 3. Yes, I think I've got more than her.
Have you got more than her?
I've got willpower 3 and coercion 1. Yes, so I've got, I think, more than you. got 2 willpower, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 1 more.
And what's your coercion,
1.
Andrew?
1.
1. In that case, you use her because she's helping. You use her willpower and your coercion skill.
Okay,
So
so
you're
an extra
rolling.
green.
So you got an extra green.
Okay,
Do you
cool.
want
Here
to
it
spend
comes.
some? Do you want to spend
Nobody
some?
helped me.
Grab the guy by the jacket. Shake.
What happens?
You succeeded. Okay. Do I have to keep explaining these symbols to you guys? That is a success.
It's 2 successes.
It's
It's the
easy.
book, guys.
Things
Come on. We all have a copy. That is a success with 2 threats.
You can just
So you
mouse
drop-
over them.
Oh yeah, that's
So-
true too.
Oh. That's so much easier. Okay.
Than incurring Lloyd's wrath. Yeah.
Lose 50 experience. So you grab her and you grab him, you shake him hard. And Latimer sort of like goes, he looks at you and he looks a little bit terrified and he's unsure, but you roll 2 threats. As you're shaking him, he pulls a knife and he puts it next to your throat. And it's like, unhand me right now.
He's escalating,
I will cut you. He's scared. You've got him. He's at your mercy, but he pulls that up to escalate the situation. And I'll spend an extra dark side point to push that into play with those 2 threats. What do you guys do?
Do we have anyone with social skills?
I will cut her. I will cut her right now.
I let him go, and we'll try to drop him. And
before you do anything else, let me see what the other guys are doing because you've just made a roll. I want to see because you're like and they're like, so I want to see what they're doing.
Cool.
I could try to charm him into relaxing and putting his weapon away.
It's gonna be a bit difficult because he's terrified.
How about
because you made the roll? He's scared. You've got that.
Ed?
How about I quietly, from the back of the room, make a few hand signals and cast a paralysis spell on him?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That sounds fucking risky. I love it. Let's make the roll.
Excellent.
Yeah, but what would that be?
Hoping this is going to turn out.
Because.
Well, there is a paralysis effect I've seen. I'm getting all these ideas from just reading through the spell list. Yeah.
I'm so glad you paid attention to that. Really important.
I hope it paralyzes the entire room. That would be amazing. For 3 to 6 hours.
Actually, it just says staggered, so that may not actually mean paralyzed. Which
staggered means that they can only act if they spend a actual point to act. I believe. I have to double check staggered. Give me 1 second. Let me check.
Staggered, I think, means that they can't do an action.
Yeah, I think so. Unless they spend
a staggered target cannot perform actions.
Oh, thank you. What is it? Is in the sheet I gave you guys? Yeah, he cannot perform actions. Yeah, he's just terrified. Yeah,
so
he's stunned.
Does that mean he cannot attack then?
Yes, it means he cannot attack.
Right.
So let's count it off, shall we? Yeah. So first up, it's a curse. So it's 2 die plus another 2 die for you making paralysis. So 4 die to go. Hey, I don't know. So 4 die. I'm gonna say because of what is going on, the knife he has, you have 2 black to that roll.
Okay, let me just put these
just
on.
Succeed. Problem solved.
Just succeed, and then we can take him down.
Yeah. Spend more hero points, boys.
Yeah, I think that's going to be on the cards. Yeah, so I'll spend a hero point, and that gives me another yellow. Is that correct?
Yep. So do it. Show us how it's done. Break me up. Show me what it's done. Nah, I don't want.
What the hell?
Nice. That is a 3 success, 1 triumph, and 3 threats.
Nice.
Man.
Very, very nice.
So you've got him. Remember, guys, you guys haven't actually rested to get back your strain. You can do that at some point. Remember that. And it costs you 2 strain as well, Yorick. So give us a 2 strain.
I'll quickly take the knife away from him. Yeah, I'm gonna
let Yorick describe what he does because he's casting a spell and it's subtle and quiet and he's doing it in a subtle way. So do the roll. Actually, I gave you 2 black die, didn't I? So that's fine. So yeah, describe what happens. Come on, Ed. Let's see.
Well, I will sort of just speak up from the back and say I think that's quite enough of that, and point theatrically at the guy with the knife at her throat, and obviously I think it'll be apparent to everybody that he suddenly goes rigid and cannot move, and I'll say. And well, yeah, and then I think you're safe to walk away now, Sindrail.
Yeah,
great.
Wow, nice.
She releases the jacket and takes one step back and says, "Does anyone else have a problem?"
I was like, nope, we out.
Just okay. I'll take out my rope and try to. Can I still like tie him up?
Yeah, you can tie him up while
Yeah.
he's paralyzed.
Yeah.
Let's search him.
There's a duration thing, but it doesn't fucking matter. You can just get him and tie him up.
Yeah.
So
just
you tie him up. Yeah, you tie him up to the ground, and like you see what's called Lady Brooke is like, what are you people doing? I don't understand this at all. Are you just harassing this man for no reason?
No.
I am investigating, as I told you. I am investigating a
Of
crime that has
course.
been committed.
Of course, a simpleton of the bloody council decides to investigate with his fist first and his thoughts later. How am I not surprised?
That's our
That's
job.
what
We are the hammer of justice.
You're the hammer of nothing. As long as my daddy has to do with it,
Nobody's above the law.
we'll see about that.
Ooh, nice. Oh. Yes, we will.
All right, so you've tied Latimer up, and the proprietor's like, all right, listen, I really hate to tell you all this, but you guys are going a little too far. This man has been drinking here for the last 2 days. He's not done any harm to anyone else. He's just nice. Actually, no, the last 3 days, he's not done any harm to anyone else. He's been left alone. He minds his own business.
Yes.
I don't see what the point is. If you have no proof, why are you doing this?
Well, then how do you explain? And I like search him real quick. Do I find any like needles or stilettos?
You search his
or,
person or his bags?
like everything on him. Him, his stuff, his person, everything. Do I
All
find
right,
anything?
make me a search roll.
I'm also helping.
explain-
I'm helping.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Thank God.
Do you have
This is
any
gonna go-
points? Do you have any points in what's the search skill? I don't actually know.
Vigilance,
Oh,
I
fuck
guess,
it,
isn't it? No, vigilance is like willpower.
Yeah, the medicine, perception, resilience, writing, skullduggery. Skullduggery? No, it can't be skullduggery.
Nah.
It might be. Let me double check. There's a list here that tells me every skill. Let me just go look at it.
Perception, maybe?
Yeah, perception. There we go. That'll do. That's a strange skill.
All
I
right.
don't think that's
That's
right.
cunning.
Do you have any points in cunning?
I have
I
one.
mean, in perception.
I have 1 point in perception and a 2 in
How
cunning.
about you?
I have 0. They fear I won't be much help.
In that case, you only give him a blue die. That's all you do.
Okay. So I get 1 green, 1 yellow, and 1 blue. That's the
Yeah,
good
give me
news.
1 second. Let me just confirm on my sheets to see what's what. Give me 1 second. Don't take too long. Let me just quickly. General skills, alchemy. Was it perception, right?
Yeah.
Mechanics, medicine, piloting. Get the fuck out of here. Skullduggery. Almost there. Hang on. Writing.
That's exactly what I'm doing. Then how do you explain? Then
Yeah,
how
perception,
do you
perception.
explain?
Yeah. All right. So roll it. Difficulty is 2 purple
2 purple.
and 2 purple and 2 blue die.
2 blue.
What?
2 blue.
2 blue. So it's easier.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's interesting.
Actually, 1 purple, 2 blue die.
What? Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
because he didn't enough time to put it away.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice. Okay. Here we go.
Don't fail this one. Good.
Success.
Nice.
Just and
And
shit
tons
ton
of advantage.
Tons of damage.
How do you explain this? And you go this, and you shake it, and as it falls down to the ground, you make out there is this long, thin needle that has this horrible purple thing circulating.
Ooh.
Told you. Told you.
Aha!
It's got like funky shapes, and it's like
Yeah.
enlarging in certain areas.
Yeah. Exactly. How do you explain this cursed item? Lorik, no. Is it Lorik? Yes,
Yep.
Lorik it is. Lorik, what do you make of this?
I think I'll be hurrying over with great interest to examine it.
There is no difficulty to examine it. This is a undertouched needle. It contains the poison of undertouch itself, which you've never seen put onto an item before. So that is fucking new. And if you're stabbed with this, it would infect you. It may be slow, but it will happen.
Huh. He must have had a chance to do it to the child at some point.
Yeah, some point around 3 days.
Do you gag him?
If you're asking that way, and I know you, I should say yes to this
I know,
question.
right?
Has he said anything? Because we might not gag him if he's not
Not
saying anything.
yet.
No.
Have you
Just-
gagged him?
No, not yet, because we were wanting him to answer
Excellent.
questions.
He looks at you, but he says nothing.
He
Alice,
says nothing.
inspect him. Is he infected?
Ooh,
Yeah,
good
we'll
point.
have to check his arms and everything if he's infected.
And then he spits out a spell.
He spits out
I
a spell.
knew it.
Nice.
I knew it. Thank God I was hiding behind the bar.
All right. So he spits
Okay.
out a spell. I'm gonna
Nice.
roll to see if the spell succeeds because he knows exactly what he's doing.
Okay, that's gonna be interesting.
He gets some penalties for not being able to move his hands and
He has those penalties.
Oh,
Alright,
yeah,
yeah.
that's true. Yeah.
Those are already counted in.
Oh, God. Next time we blind them and sew their mouth shut.
Well, we didn't know it was actually him because I was actually thinking it's not him.
Oh, boy.
Oh, damn it.
All right.
It's not
He
sleep.
casts the spell. You feel something run through the area. He got a threat. So tell you what, he'll take an extra point of strain. He gets up and he goes, "Ah!" and he rips the ropes off his body.
Nice.
Whoa.
Like almost as it goes, bam, and he rips it. And as he rips it, he turns towards the door and then he goes charging for it to break through. What do you guys do?
I attack him with my hammer.
All right, you're gonna try and smack him if he gets there.
Yeah.
Let's roll vigilance. If whoever beats him at vigilance can act before he gets to the door. Deal?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that sounds nice. Vigilance.
Vigilance.
Is will. So
We're all
it's
trying.
3
Okay.
green, 1 yellow. And I'll spend one of those thingies to make it 2 yellow.
Yeah, do it. I love it.
So, oh, you already rolled pretty good, didn't you?
Yeah, fucking he's going first, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. Oh fuck.
Oh,
Never mind. I'm way home. Okay, bye.
You got 3 successes?
yeah, 3
Yeah.
successes, 3
How the fuck around,
successes.
bitch?
Try. Well, we got the same, but he got more advantages. Damn it.
But Homeboy's
Oh!
got a triumph. Oh no, it's still got only one
Wait,
success.
did I do that right?
Yeah, you did that
Yeah,
right.
yeah, no, yeah, probably.
Were we
So I
rolling
thought-
against any kind of difficulty?
No,
No,
just
no.
plain roll.
Oh,
So
then I.
that's 3
yeah.
willpower, it's 3 green, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Because you guys were waiting to see what he would do. He breaks out.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
good. All right. So nobody goes before him. Even though you were at triumph, you only rolled 1 success. So you don't get to go before him either way. So he makes it to the door and he slams into it. He breaks out. The rain is now pouring heavily, become a horrible storm. And as he gets outside, you see his muscles are bulging and he leaps into the darkness. Like full on just goes, and I fucking goes, woo! And he leaps into the darkness. And he spends all of his movement to get away from you guys.
Can we keep? Would it make sense to keep chase? Does he leave a track we can follow?
Yeah, I
Jumped
mean, I can
away.
go try and chase him with tracks in the rain and the storm and the wolves that want to eat you in it. That's okay, cool. I'm good at that. Let's do it.
How
Yeah.
yeah,
I
but
have
the
some
thing
awesome
is,
words.
how do the flaws and fears work?
Don't worry about that for now.
But because I have a fear of failure.
Well, that's not failure. We're just
I fe-
temporarily
No, I
postponing.
failed at my duty as a marshal because I let the suspect escape. So I think
Well, they only kick in when I say they kick in. Having a fear of failure doesn't mean that you're like, I'm now scared of everything. You're just disappointed in yourself. That's the difference.
okay, cool.
Mm.
Understand.
Yeah, I can't penalize you because like you didn't do a thing. Like that's
Yeah.
Man.
I think Sindrail will rush out onto the porch, see the rain, see the futility in following, and just linger there for a moment before looking over her shoulder to say, "Do we pursue?"
No, it's pointless.
So he's already gone, right? We can't see him anymore. That's better
No,
what I
he-
get. That
yeah,
you just
yeah.
jumped and it's
Like,
raining.
he spent all of his spells putting the spell himself in, busted the door, and then left.
Did
You
he
can probably
leave,
still chase him if you want. Shouldn't be
Did
too
he-
hard.
yeah. Did he leave anything of his behind?
All his belongings were left behind.
That's great. So
Stars his clothes, but all his belongings were left behind.
yeah, so we'll have to go through his belongings and then use our skills to track him somehow.
That's probably a good
Find out.
idea, yeah.
So see
you
everyone,
see-
never doubt a marshal again.
We have
Looks
tracked
like-
harder things than this. Remember that time the parrot escaped and we had to find it?
That was down south. It was a warm, sunny day. That's completely different.
Yadro, the lady, is like, oh, great, now you've let a crazy loose killer out, and now he's going to kill us in our sleep. What are we going to do now?
We're gonna catch him, of course.
We can't go out there in the rain.
You could just slap him to death if he attacks you.
She looks at me. Oh, that was Brooke. That was Brooke that slapped you, not Yado's the woman, the baby, the child,
Yeah.
the boy.
Oh, okay, right. Sorry.
Yeah.
There's 3 women there, right? The proprietress,
Yeah.
woman with
So-
the baby. Okay.
And then Brooke.
Okay. So, did anybody know this person before he arrived here? Looking at everyone.
Everyone shakes their head. Never seen him before in my life.
And you weren't suspicious that someone wanted to stay here 3 whole days?
In this dump.
He looks over at you guys. He's like, it's been raining non-stop. People can stay here for as long as a week. It's a waypoint. As long as they're paying, I don't care.
So he paid.
Yes.
Okay.
In
I
gold.
wonder how many other passers-by, any of your other customers who have already moved on, he infected. He used this as a point from
Yeah.
which to spread the disease.
Did anyone leave in the last 3 days?
It's
We
a
have had
disaster.
people come and go, but he never interacted with any.
Well, he must have interacted with your son.
I will allow you something. I would like to spend a hero. Normally, you can spend a destiny, what's called a story point, for a luck-based bonus. I will allow you to spend one now for a luck-based bonus of information.
Oh, we only have 2 left.
I know. I feel like it's important, though.
Or could I use my special ability to
Which is?
learn or remember an important fact about the situation?
Yeah, well, that would cost you 2, right?
It'll cost you 2. You could do
Oh.
it. And you could do it right now.
To what?
Actually, no, don't do it yet. It won't make any sense because remember something important.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
haven't been given all the facts yet. You're almost there.
So just use that one. Yeah, I guess we use that one. I think.
He's like, actually, he didn't really speak to anyone. In fact, he just stayed in his room for the last 3 days. Didn't come out. He
When was
stayed
he-
exactly there for 3
Right.
days. He only came out tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I think we better check that room out. Then.
So did we?
Yes,
go,
we better.
yeah. Did we go through all his belongings?
Yes, you find travel purpose, things for moving about, everything else, and you also find a locket.
A locket. A locket.
What's in it?
Interesting.
You open it up, and it's a picture of a lady, and she's like,
Mm-hmm.
and it's written down there. What's called? It's written. Well, what's called L. Never forget me, Francesca.
I'd like to keep this so that I can pretend that I have a bow back at home.
Not fair.
You guys don't mind. That's cool. I want to ask the woman with the child.
Mhm.
Do you remember him sitting next to your child, or were they ever?
Yes, but
Yeah.
they spoke quite a few things. In fact, he saw him on the first day, and he said hello, but then they didn't speak until 3 days, like today.
Hmm.
And
Well,
he-
could
I
be
s-
enough.
he.
Just
I
seems
don't
like
know.
it would have hurt.
Part of-
You know.
Proprietor's like, all right, that's enough. Okay, you have clearly found what you were looking for. You drove the man out. He might come back again. I'm locking this place down. I'm closing the doors. I'm locking them all up. Everybody go to your room and go to sleep. I've had enough.
That sounds like a great idea.
All right. Well, let's search the bad guy's room first.
Agreed.
Agreed. Indeed.
All right, so you head on up to go search the bad guy's room as everyone else retires back to their rooms to sleep.
Got my locket. Like I see my girlfriend. She's pretty hot.
This is not your locket. Stop.
I
You
just
guys go
believe.
upstairs.
If I
You
catch
guys
you
go up.
stealing evidence, I will bash your head in, and I'm not joking.
Just keeping it safe. Jeez.
You guys head upstairs and go towards his room. It looks pretty fairly alright and fairly normal. One of you guys make me a perception roll. The others can help.
Oh, jeez.
All right, who's perceptive, guys? Let's do this right.
I'm not.
um,
No, I'm not
perception.
perceptive.
So this is cunning. I've got a cunning of 2 and a
Oh, we
perception of 1.
We lost Lloyd.
Oh,
Oh.
we need Lloyd. Yeah.
Lloyd has decided, you know what? Fuck it.
Yeah. Screw you guys.
Screw you guys. You just-
Well, while he's trying to come back, who else? I've got a
I'm just
cunning 2,
whereabouts is
perception 1.
cunning.
I've got cunning 2 and non-perception.
Okay.
Yeah, same as me.
What about you, Ed?
I've got perception 1 on perception and 2 on cunning.
All right, so we are equal in that.
So one of you would get a blue die.
Yeah. So you're luckier than me. So you roll.
Don't know about that, but we'll go with it.
Do it.
Or
Roll
could
it.
you
Let's see it.
do that first, and then we'll talk about utility spells.
So what am I rolling then? 1 yellow and 1 green?
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
And
we're
you're
good at
rolling
this.
again.
And the
Two
blue.
purple.
And the
And a
blue.
blue. Yeah.
And 2 purple is the difficulty.
And 2 purple for the
And 2
difficulty.
purples.
Does it only add 1 blue regardless of how many help?
With every help, I allow a certain amount of people to help. In this case, I allow 2 people to help, so I can have 2 blue. After that, it's
Oh.
too crowded.
Yeah.
All right, good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that helps.
Nice.
Here you go, Sam.
There's no room here at all.
To advantage. I'm helping guys. You throw the evidence around the room, smashing tables, kicking down walls, beating shit out of people. Lucky
Like,
you.
you guys, too many cooks in this kitchen. Everybody needs stomping around.
Ow!
We fixate on one red herring, I think.
Ow!
You guys are searching around the area. You find nothing of what looks like value in this room, but you do spot something else that you both connect to. You're looking through the room, sort of like being all like one second to it, and Syndro, Alice is like, oh, like, yeah, press this shit like that. Actually, no, Thaden, you'd pick this up. Leoric is like, the senses tell me. And then Sandra's like, oh, look at this pretty thing. But yeah, Thaden, you're like searching through the room and you're like, it's like no one slept here at all. It's like no one slept here at all.
That's weird.
It's like no one slept here at all.
Is there a window in this room?
Yes, it's on the 2nd floor and the window is there and it leads to a nice looking hay pack underneath it.
Oh,
Leap of faith.
he's been jumping out. Exactly. Well, do it immediately. Yeah.
Can't help it. Haystack. That's just what happens. Always.
Haystack,
Every
jump.
time.
So now you got to show us the map. That opens up the whole map now. We can
In my experience of this game, it's a bad idea for anyone to even approach that hay bale because you just walk by and you'll get dragged in and killed.
All right, so yeah.
Are there any like loose boards or
Nope.
places on the wall?
Don't find anything like that.
Like that?
Nope. Trying to be more specific is not gonna make your failure magically disappear.
Yeah. All right, guys.
All
Bet
right,
we
fine.
get a night's sleep and get a fresh start tomorrow and think about something. How we
All
can
right, yeah, we'll
swap it.
get rid of this
Do we-
strain and rejuvenate our special abilities.
Do we have
All right,
anything
so-
that we expect him to return? Maybe there's something he needs. Or do we expect him to run amok in the forest without a shirt?
Well, I really hate to tell you this, Andrew, but how do you know? Like, you didn't really spend much
We
time
don't know.
talking to me.
No, I'm asking the group.
No.
From what we found, was apart from a locket.
I'm pretty sure he
Something
wants the
really-
needle back
Hmm.
because that's a unique thing, Leoric said.
I don't think he's human though. I mean, do you see what he
was. He probably was.
busted
at
out of?
some
He
point.
busted out of the rope.
Yeah, that was definitely a spell he cast.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then that jumping off into the darkness, that was a little weird too.
Also a spell he cast.
Yeah,
Hmm.
just we probably should lock his stuff in the same room we are sleeping in.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Be very
so-
careful with that needle as well. We need
Yes,
to put
super
that in
careful
some
with
kind
that
of
needle.
container.
All right, guys. So next things next. You guys have finished the encounter, one encounter. So let me just quickly before we continue. A character may make a simple discipline or cool check to recover strain equal to successes.
Discipline
To recover
or
your strain.
cool?
I've got some
Discipline or
kind
cool?
of thing about that
Where's
as well.
discipline?
Wait, can you repeat that? What are we rolling?
You can make a discipline or cool check, difficulty 1 purple, to recover strain equal to successes.
Okay.
And I've got desperate recovery. If I'm suffering greater than half of my strain threshold, when I heal strain, I can heal an additional 2 strain.
Nice. Marcus, you rolled all successes, so you didn't make it, but you feel a little bit better. You can roll 2 blue die the next time you make a strain recovery.
Okay.
So what did you say we roll? We roll against for
You roll 1 discipline or cool versus 1 difficulty.
Okay.
Let's go for cool. Right.
Ugh,
Also failed.
failed. I sleep poorly,
Yeah, you sleep poorly.
tossing and turning.
Central, you recover 3 strain, and
that's a
your
bit
next check for the next day is going to the next check you make today is going to have 1 blue die.
Okay. So it's quite hard to recover a strain, actually.
It is.
Not easy, but you do it every encounter. You can also have someone medicine you to heal your wounds.
Medicine us. I don't think we have the healer with us. No medicine.
I could potentially cast some healing spell though.
No, you can't. You're a magic.
yeah, you're
the
medic.
one thing you can't do.
Oh,
And
that's
I
it
just-
then.
And I'm not a full mage, so I can only do it like once per scene. So I'd rather keep my spell
So why
Excellent.
can't I do it?
because you can't.
Because you can't. You're arcane. That's the one thing you can't do. If you look at the chart above, arcane can do everything but healing. So yeah, you're like, why can't I do this one thing? You can do everything else.
I
Yeah.
want to do that one right now.
Yeah,
All right, guys.
Damn
So
it,
you
Ed.
all tuck in.
Can I just check? So if I've got cool 2 and presence 2, I roll 2 yellow.
Yes. And 2 yellow. That's how you roll.
Against 1 purple.
1 purple. Just don't fail. Problem
Wow,
solved.
look
Oh, nice.
Wow, what a triumph. On a triumph,
Two
you recover
triumph.
2 triumphs. Jesus
Yes.
fucking Christ. You recover all your strain, and I don't fucking know what to do with that. You feel fucking.
Yeah,
Tell you what, with
should've
2
got 2
triumphs,
extra as
your
well.
happiness actually transfers to someone else. You can make someone else recover 2 strain.
Okay, well, who's worst off?
Syndril or Alice
Yeah.
could use a boost.
Alice is a lower maximum, so give it to her.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that then. So
Thank you.
with a hearty pat on the back, say, never mind. Never mind that he got away. We'll catch him.
Oh, thank
And
you.
yeah, recover with your roll, recover all your strain.
That's awesome.
I'm like, oh man,
Jesus.
I never noticed what a morning person lyric was. Jeez,
Yeah.
off already.
You guys go inside and start to go to bed, and you sort of take your time and relax and sort of try and make sure everything's all right. And sort of like, while you're up there, the proprietress lady sort of comes up and she's like, hello?
Yes, is it breakfast time?
No, it's still nighttime.
Oh, it's still nighttime.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought we were.
Okay.
I thought we'd
No,
rested.
that wasn't sleeping. That was just after an encounter.
Yeah.
That happens every encounter. Yeah. And
Alright.
sort of like, hello?
Yes.
Yes.
I brought you dinner.
Oh, thank God.
Awesome.
And wine?
She's like, unfortunately, we have no wine.
I thought not.
Oh man.
And she
All right.
comes and she's got this tray of food and she basically lays it down in front of you to allow you guys to eat.
You said you wouldn't have much food left, didn't you?
Yeah, I know. We are running a little short and we will need to do a run soon, but it's all the amount of work you people put into
Do you have
helping us
enough?
out.
Do you have enough for you and your son?
There isn't. No, this is the proprietress, not Yesro. Different person.
Oh, that's a different person. I thought it was the same.
Yes.
No, there's 3
different
women.
person.
Okay.
It's
Cool.
3 women. Proprietress,
And the mother.
her, and the
Okay.
mother.
Okay. Cool.
And she's like, I hope you guys please enjoy your food and eat it well.
Did the boy
Excellent.
get food?
The boy, everyone got
Lots of
food.
questions.
All,
More eating.
we're all taken care of.
Thank you very much. Then.
She knows you all and allows you guys to carry on. And then she gets on up and she walks out. Right. So everyone finishes the meal, I take it.
Yeah, first
My
I finished
suspicious
brushing
and
my
not
hair,
suspicious.
which I was in the process of sorting out after all that rain.
Yeah. Of course you was. Yeah.
Excellent. I have a water skin, so we can use some of this water. It's not wine, but it is something at least.
Excellent. You feel absolutely refreshed and feel great, guys. So you are going to get some sleep.
Who's
I know
taking
I am.
first watch?
I think we need watches, yeah.
I'll take first watch. As soon as I'm
Alright.
feeling so refreshed and raring to go.
Wake me when you're done, and I will do the next one.
Indeed.
All right. So you take first watch. Make me a perception check.
Wouldn't that be vigilance?
No, perception, because
Okay.
you know. Oh yeah, make me a vigilance check. Fuck it, let's make a lot of life harder for you. Difficulty
it would have
1.
been- Perception would have been better.
Yeah, but I think
will.
perception is actively looking for something, and vigilance is like recognizing something without really looking or something.
Yeah.
So if
Roll
I
it.
haven't got anything in vigilance but 3 in will, what do I roll on?
3 green.
3. You rolled 3 green.
Right.
1 difficulty. So 1 purple. I believe in you. You can do this. Come on, Ed. Show us how it's done. Be the man you're meant to be.
Yeah,
boy.
man.
He's unbelievable.
There is a footstep outside your door. You hear it creak on the ground. With 1 success, you reckon the person is just quietly leaning down a little bit, leaning, and put his ear to the door to see if you're asleep.
I'll slowly reach across and shake Sindrael, who is ready for the next watch. Yep.
Oh, is the time already?
Well, yeah, I'll be trying to
Oh,
motion towards the door.
all right. Stand up, find my sword, draw it, and very quietly approach the door.
Mm-hmm.
Yank the door open. Rah!
A young boy falls in front of you.
Oh my god.
Bam!
Oh god.
And stumbles into the corner.
Hmm.
Okay.
It's coming
I
back tomorrow.
lower my sword.
I'll go over to the boy and kneel down in a friendly fashion. Just
He looks at you guys and he sort of quietly looks at us. Are you the people who saved me?
yes, that's right.
I didn't mean to start something. It wasn't on purpose.
What do you mean, child?
Well, you know, I was just doing what the man said I should do.
Oh.
Which man?
Did he tell you to run outside? To be outdoors?
No, that happened after.
After what?
After it hit me.
What did he tell you to do?
He said I should watch them. And let him know what they were doing.
Ooh.
And he looks down a little bit, like looks a little sad.
Who did he ask you to watch?
Oh, sorry, so who? I said, ooh,
Yeah. No.
the pretty lady.
Oh. And then he hit you.
Well, no. He thanked me. He gave me a shiny penny, and he shows a shiny penny. But I couldn't tell Mama, because he said if I tell Mama, the bad things will come for me. The dragons will come for me, and I didn't want to fight the dragons because I'm very small and I can't do that.
Mm.
And then
So
it hit
why did you... What was your mischief outside our door now?
I don't know. I went to look for her, and then when I came back to tell him, I opened the door, and then it hit me, and then I was crying a little, and then I woke up outside.
Everyone's awake now, I'm assuming.
Fuck it, yeah, why not?
Oh, okay.
So
How did he hit you?
I opened the door to his room, and then it went sharpie in my arm.
Oh,
Aha.
all right. So you said he asked you to watch the lady, the fancy lady with the man. What did the lady do when you went back to him to tell him something?
She was just writing papers,
Just was writing papers.
and she was sealing them.
Okay. And did she send them already, or are they still here? Do you know that?
She shakes her head like this. She's just using her ring on the papers.
Uh-huh.
Ah.
You have been a good boy.
Or girl, whichever one you are.
Or girl, or
It's
good
because
kid.
She nods. He nods. Like, well, he told me to tell you.
Who told me to tell you?
The nice man that told me, that gave me the shiny penny.
The same one who...
At this point, you hear the door crash outside downstairs.
Ah, that makes sense. I was thinking,
Uh-oh.
what? That was weird.
All right.
Oh, again.
Well, down we go.
We beat
All
you
right.
once, we'll beat you again.
Yeah.
Not today.
You come downstairs and you see Devin, the proprietor?
Yeah.
Devin, the proprietor, is standing by the door, and he's like holding the door, and like the fire was dimmed down to a very low bit, and he's looking at the door, and he's smashed a whole bunch of his like plates on the ground.
Who smashed the door? Can we see
Oh no,
that?
the door's still there. It's just that he smashed the plates on the ground.
Oh,
okay.
the door's fine.
The door's there. And he's like looking down he's looking down the plates.
What's
Oh,
the
we
deal,
should have
Devin?
checked everyone. We're stupid. We forgot to check the
Oh,
alarms.
we did it.
God damn it.
Yeah.
So he turns around. He turns towards you. He's like, "Oh, sorry, I'm not really feeling very well.
Okay.
I'm not really feeling any." As he's saying, "I'm not really feeling very well," he starts to walk towards you, and he starts to limp in a kind of really awkward way. And the more he limps, the slower you notice the fire is emanating on the side of his face, so you don't see much there.
Oh,
But when he
jeez.
turns towards you, you see a hand, a purple hand,
Yeah, of
reaching
course.
up, turning this eye completely yellow. As he walks, so he's like, "I don't feel so good," and then he leaps out at you guys. And
I scream.
Yeah. And now it's
Yeah,
roll
hopefully it'll
cool,
wake everybody
everybody, because
Yeah.
shit's about to get fucking real.
Oh my god.
Ah,
Told you we
I've
should've
got
gone
like
this
10
time.
minutes, guys. I've got 10 minutes.
Well, we better resolve this quickly then.
I'm trying. Okay, Mark, can you do 15 minutes? 15
Oh,
minutes.
Dude, I have like an ages-long meeting tomorrow. I really need to.
Marcus, we are the only people playing Realms of Terranioth. Be a man about this, okay? On the whole world.
Yeah.
What
I'll
do
give you. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Man, what are we rolling here? What's happening?
You're running your cool.
Vigilance or
Or
cool.
Cool. All right.
Cool? Only cool?
Presence.
Only cool, not vigilance.
Oh,
Hello,
jeez.
Because you guys are caught by surprise. So you're not vigilant about it. You're just cool.
Presence. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
That's nice. I like that roll. I like that roll too. And that roll. That was a good roll. That was a good roll.
We're pretty ready at this point. I think is what it is. We're like, yeah, come on.
Who's
Is
missing?
there any difficulty on this?
No.
Are we on?
Yeah,
Of course there
Excellent.
is.
Fucking head.
Of course.
Fucking head.
course.
So, guys, I go first. The rest of you guys, do I go first? Yeah, I go first. The rest of you guys go, and I go last.
Okay.
All right.
So, he goes, "Ugh," and he screams as this thing leaps off his face, and it tries to scratch you up and like scar you horribly. Specifically, you standing in front of him, Alice, because you look cool, and you're right there,
Yeah.
and he
Of
loves
course
it.
tries.
Don't worry, he can't roll very well. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
He
Of course.
goes, "Ah," and he stabs at you, and he pushes you back. You have a 1 die penalty to get him.
Okay.
It's your turn. At the start of your turn, I spend a point. You start to feel slightly drowsy, like you're not really here, like your body is not really functioning that well. In a really odd way, your stomach feels weird and awkward.
Oh no.
It's okay. I'm sure it's nothing. Don't worry about it. I'm sure it's
Yeah,
fine.
of course not.
It's fine.
You're evil.
Please,
Incarnate.
no matter what I roll, please make sure you upgrade every purple die by 1.
Increase every purple die by 1.
Increase a purple die by 1 for the rest until whatever's happened to you is gone.
Nice.
All right.
Nasty,
So purples
mate.
become reds.
Yes, one purple becomes red automatically, no matter what. Carry on.
How do you respond, Alice?
I'm thinking. So I've
You got 5 minutes. Go. Make it fast.
Yeah. I've got brawl, melee, heavy. All right, I'll try to swing my hammer to take him down.
You're gonna kill him?
Gently.
No, I'm not gonna kill him. I got the hammer has concussive.
Oh, okay, cool.
And knockdown and stuff. So I'm just trying to smash him down to the ground
All
and
right,
kill him.
break the roll and just don't crit. Problem solved. Roll it.
Okay, let's see. It's an accurate, so I got 2 black die on this one. I used one maneuver to aim for blue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I've got 2, and let's see what happens.
Oh my gosh.
You forgot to roll failures, dude. You want to roll penalties.
that's
So
why.
please roll 2, 1 red, 1 purple right now, so I can tell
Still,
you.
it's going to be a success.
Is it?
Let's see.
That's a despair.
But it's a despair, yeah.
So you succeed, you smack him, and with that 3, you can knock him out.
I can use my 3. Do I still have 3 advantage? 2 advantage left to trigger concussive 1 or knockdown. Probably concussive 1. So he's out for 1 turn.
Excellent.
And he
so
can't
he goes
do any
down.
action.
Your triumph kicks in. The feeling you have in your stomach starts to blossom in a really awkward way. You're not feeling that one. Your vision in one of your eyes is going. You can't really see what. Everyone else, there is something weird and purpley moving around her neck.
That's just fantastic.
You'll be grand. Don't worry about it. Who's next?
Would this be a good time for me to remember something about how to cure or stop this infection?
That would be if it weren't for the fact. Do you want to go next?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I spent a dark side point. You start to feel a real drowsy feeling. It's going to feel a bit odd. I'm not quite sure why. Please make sure you upgrade one of your purple dice to red automatically, no matter what. Okay, carry on. Do you want to use a know-it-all?
This is the dinner. We've been poisoned, haven't we?
Yes, of course we have.
Right. So, well, yeah. In fact, I'm even more motivated now then to spend two story points to activate my ability.
All right. So, Puppet, you activate your know-it-all ability. We're doing this shit. It's happening. Once per session, Lyric may spend 2 story points to activate his ability. Until the end of his next turn, you may learn or remember one important fact of persuasion this turn and upgrade ability related to once. What would you like to try and remember?
How to stop the onset of this disease, the Untouched disease.
There is a specific liquid poison that you need to do to get rid of this thing. It's like this sort of horrible poison thing that you ingest and it kills the stuff from within. You don't need much, you just need a drop. And a single drop will bring yourself down. It's called Underbane. Fuck it, why not? Let's pick it up.
All right.
It's quite good.
To basically clear your body. And that's the only thing that will help. If you spend 1 more point, I can give you a clue as to where it might be.
Well, that
Because
might be sensible then.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're standing there realizing this is the only thing I could, but there's no way you'd find anything like that anywhere else in this entire building. And you see on Theron's face a weird symbol mark from where the lady slapped him. The ring that she's wearing bears the mark of her house. But by looking at the symbol itself, you realize it's the same house that deals in making that bane.
Nice.
Oh. Maybe they have some.
Indeed.
Well, let's.
That's your turn. What do you want to do? That's what you remember. What do you want to do?
So quickly, we need to deal with this fellow, and
He's
then
on the ground.
Right. Well, we need to find the lady, whatever her name was.
Brooke.
Well, they may have the antidote.
You know what room she's in, if you can get there.
Right,
she probably has a title, like Lady.
Lady Brooke of Baleth.
Let's go, and don't let that her man standing in the way. I think
I better go like last in the marching order. I don't think she likes me.
So who's next?
Yeah, Syndril was getting ready to do a
Before you
roundhouse
do,
kick.
I'll spend a dark side point. Sure. There's a lot of things tingling running down your stomach, making you feel really awkward and weird. Horrible thing. Things are going just for one. Keep going.
Just the whole party is just wiped out right then and there.
Yeah.
So what'd you do, Syndril?
Syndril was preparing to take down the innkeeper, but he seems to have been taken out very efficiently. So I, with a slap on the back for Alice, Syndril is looking pretty pleased with the situation, but also feeling queasy and weird and looking with alarm at this purple hand that is spreading over Alice's face. Something's amiss. I don't know what action to really take. We're not in combat, really.
You are in combat because, you're not in combat, but initiative is kicking in because things are happening without you. You just need to tell me what you want to do. Just spend the next 5 minutes of Marcus's last time to decide. I won't go anywhere.
Well, our only hope is that the Lady Brooke has some samples or something with her. So if you guys can get up there, it might be.
Yeah. Okay. Well, my action then would be to whip Alice around and say, "Alice, you're infected, and I'm not feeling too good either."
Okay, that's your turn done. If that's all you want to do for this turn, who's next? It looks like it's you, my friend Brian.
I was going to say, maybe I can just wait out the sand timer and never get sick.
That sucks.
All right, I will very quickly restrain the shopkeeper and make sure that he's not, not going to choke on his own tongue or something after Alice hit him with Maxwell's silver hammer or whatever she calls it. And then whenever I'm done with that, I'm going to join the party going up to Lady Brooke's room.
All right, so that's one turnover. Turn 2. The enemy goes first. You hear a crash from Lady Brooke's room. Who wants to go next?
Well, I'll go. I'm just running for a room.
Excellent.
Okay.
All right, so let's go. Lorik, you run towards the room and you slam the door open, and what you see is a shock. The mercenary that was with her is on the ground with a dagger through his chest, and she's standing there, locked in battle, holding this very small sword against what's called Latimer, who's got these 2 daggers and is trying to drive it into her, and he looks pissed off, and they're both struggling right there. She looks up and goes, "Well, don't just stand there. Help me kill the assassin." Whilst Lorik, Latimer's trying to push it down.
Have I still got an action? No?
You've got an action. You can attack one of the people in here. Who would you like to attack that you would like to feel should be worth it?
I'd like to attack Latimer, I think.
Okay, make your attack.
With a spell.
Really, take your time. You're not in a time rush or anything. Just go for it.
No, I'm just so. If there's such a thing as just an attack spell, I just want to do this deadly attack spell then.
Yeah, just roll it. Just roll your attack. Just 2 dice. Just do it. Bam, bam, right in his face. Takes the damage.
So that's 2. And I'll spend a story point as well.
Nice. Roll it. Do 2 difficulties. Remember your grade 1.
Okay. So 2 difficulty, yeah?
And one of those upgrades your red.
One of the, so 1 red, 1 purple.
Uh-huh.
Make the roll. Make it quick. Gotta run the time.
Yes.
Yes. Nice. You can crit with that. Do you want to crit?
Yeah, yes, please.
All right. When you crit, you roll on the D100 table. So please roll D100 and I'll tell you what you do to him.
How do I do that?
Dimes under a crit all day.
Oh,
it's under the purple. Yeah.
Kick it. Kill him to death. Let's do it.
41 is it somewhere in the middle?
41 to 45, he's knocked prone. So you slam it into him, he goes flying back, and he slams into the wall, he hits the floor, and he's bleeding from his face, and he looks really hurt.
Man, and what was the nature of the spell? Was it like a floating disc or a tiny hut, or what was it?
No, I think it was just an ethereal hammer slammed into him and knocked him backwards.
I inspired him. I'm so happy.
Yeah. Indeed.
All right, he's on the ground and at your mercy. She goes, quickly kill him.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Don't gotta tell the elf twice.
So he's at your mercy. You want to go stab him in the chest and kill him?
Yeah, I think I do. Sindrel will launch through the room.
The lady.
He's in the habit of poisoning children, isn't he? So.
Yeah, he's a bad sort.
Yeah. Well, I think that she's gonna go for this. So I'm sorry, Alice. She launches through with her sword in 2 arms, lands on his chest, and plunges it through right into the wood below him.
Yeah,
you see him go through his chest, and he's desperately clawing at the thing, desperately trying to get up. And he looks at you, and he's trying to say something, but his mouth is full of blood. He just can't seem to do anything else. And then he just slowly...
Can we spend one of our points so he can say what he wants to say?
Go on. Spend both points.
Spill the beans.
Yeah, spill the beans. Yeah.
He looks over as he's dying, and he's like, her name isn't Brooke. And then
nice.
Do it. Probably like Amber or something.
Yeah. Or Hill.
Francesca.
River.
Maybe it is Francesca.
Maybe it's Francesca.
He looks over. She looks over at him. She's like, "Oh, thank God you gentlemen came to save my life. Everything's fine. How are you feeling?"
Yeah. I'm really sorry, guys, but I have to go.
It's fine. I'm wrapping up. I think it's a good place to stop because as she's like, "How are you feeling?" and smiles towards you, you can feel the purple stuff moving up towards your neck.
Yeah.
She looks at you with evil look in her eyes, and she's grinning fiercely, and you see that her face is a mask that's slowly coming apart.
Oh, nice.
Oh, man.
As she smiles and gets up while the infection is running down you, she rips it off for the scarred face of the girl whose portal was in the thing, known as Francesca.
Oh, sure enough.
Satan's girlfriend.
See, I told you guys, this is a grim world of constant war.
All right, guys. Marcus, before you go, one good thing, one bad thing, they can leave.
Good thing. I actually really like Genesis, I must say. I especially love the magic system. That's really cool. One bad thing that you again put the switcheroo on us and we fell for it again
all over the place. Like you listen to him talking, you failed a listen roll, so she snuck the needle into his bag. And then you guys were like, "Oh, well, time to investigate the bag. It's kind of the guy in the shadow thing." I'm like, "Well, if you want to do that, that's fine." And I was like, "Well, I'm happy with that plot line."
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah,
like you should have already known that guy was not the killer because he had.
I knew it. That was the thing. I came. I was so sure he wasn't it, and then there was the needle. I thought, shit! Since when is it's so obvious? I should have known that you aren't. I should have known.
The true trick is to double fool you.
I did not know. I did not suspect. I was getting ready to build like a flaming funeral pyre for this guy. I had no clue. So.
All right. That was you. Anyone else for one good thing about it? Marcus, you can go now. It's fine.
Yeah. Have a good night, Marcus.
Bye bye.
One good thing, one bad thing for the rest of you guys.
Let's see. The online rolling thing was extremely complicated. I'm just kidding.
No, it wasn't even remotely. Everyone else got it but you. Like everyone's like, Ed, fucking Ed. Who's like, wait, how did you guys say it again? Even Ed was like, bam, done. If Ed can get it, you can get it.
If somebody had just been like, when you click on your guy, he appears above in the little window there, I would have been like, oh, okay, but I didn't catch that. So turns out it's actually really easy to use.
I do like this. It's the second time I've played it now, and
Yeah.
I do quite enjoy it. I think it's seems to move along quite smoothly.
It's all right.
I think we're getting the bonus and the advantage disadvantage thing comes a lot easier than it used to now too. I still kind of wish sometimes if we were playing this in person, I might, I don't know, have like tokens or something that I could use. Like when you roll like 5 advantage, it would be nice to be able to have that in front of you and be able to apportion it out immediately to the people that you're playing with. But that's a little tougher to do online.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
But other than that, yeah, pretty cool.
And I enjoyed the setting and the plot as well. Although as usual, like Brian, I was completely hook, line, and sinker for it. Not for one moment suspecting there could be anything going on underneath, which I should, as Marcus said, have learned to think. Let's not go with the obvious. But no.
You guys are making it sound like all I do is just fuck you guys over in your plots.
Oh my god, it's like a Mexican telenovela. There's plans within plans.
But then it'd be no fun if we saw through it straight away, would it? So
that's true.
There'd be no reveal then. So yeah, I think it's better that way.
All right, with that down, was that your good thing or your bad thing, there, Ed?
Yeah, they were both good things really. I haven't really got a bad thing. I wondered whether I wasn't sure whether I was doing the magic exactly right. I think I remembered this from last time I read the rules. Actually, it almost seems like a bit too good to be true, really.
No, it's fine. It's just remember your damage and stuff is based on your knowledge skills, so you're not like doing like tons of damage. You're not going 20 damage, die. So it's not like super powerful, but you are having to increase the difficulties of things to make it powerful, and that's what the penalties really come to. That's why it's like that.
Yeah,
because like magic and stuff is great, but if you don't pump stuff into it, it doesn't really fucking matter. I didn't really get a chance to see. My real problem is I didn't get a chance to see your any of your
special moves, heroic abilities.
Yes, no. I saw enough of that. I saw 2 of those. I'm happy with that. Like not everyone plays the time, but I didn't see enough of your talents. That's why I wish I'd be able to pull out a bit more.
Oh, yeah, that would have been cool.
I didn't see more of those. I had a fight at the beginning. There was not a fight at the end, but I just ran out of time because like you guys took fucking forever to go to bed. But it's my first time running the system, so that makes sense.
What about you, Andrew?
Yeah, I liked I'm a big fan of the strain system. I think it really does represent exhaustion very nicely. And I also like the tokens that were toggled at the top of the screen there to flip the light side, dark side. That's also a good mechanic. I did find that the multicolored dice was confusing, but I could get past that with a bit of practice. But I found that even after the roll is calculated for us by the app, the interpretation that is needed to decide what actually happens feels like a break in the play to do that. But maybe it's also just familiarity.
Are you saying I wasn't fast enough?
No, you were super fast. But I was I'm evaluating this for my own purposes because I'm looking for a fantasy system to play a game with, and I don't want to use D&D. I want to use something different. I had previously settled on using Shadow of the Demon Lord.
Everyone makes mistakes.
But I was tantalized by this system because I think it feels not like D&D, which is a good thing, that it's going to feel different.
No problem. Right, with those things, let me just stop the broadcast now, guys, because like anyone who's watching has watched this far is probably fucking done with us, and they want to fucking go to bed. So whoever's watching this, thanks for watching, and have a good day. And I'm gonna stop the broadcast now. Bye.